We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. As before, as I did on my last live stream, for those of you that are in the chat but can't chat, that you're just listening. Hang on. Got an echo going on there. I fixed it. What I'm doing is for the first 5 minutes or so, just I'm saying hello to all of the channel members, and it's just an extra little perk I want to throw in there. So for the first 5 minutes, it's all about the members, and then I'll open up the chat and we will start the show. You can see and hear everything. You just can't interact in the chat until I unlock it, and I'll unlock it at about 8:05. So let's see who we have. Tiger, what's going on? Obviously, in between prepping is here. And as you can see, she's up here with me, Nikki, and we've got the milkmaid. And we should have some more people coming along pretty soon. I think Roots is coming, and there's no telling who else is going to show up. Sherry Lee, welcome. Zombie, what's going on? I lost my chat. Mark Bottoms, hello. Yankee Watchdog, welcome. Yes, what's going on? Homestead, what's going on? And for you guys that notice, the way the members only thing works is if you're a member, it's members only chat. I will unlock it at 8:05. But also, if you're a channel mod, the wrench overrides the membership requirements, so all the mods obviously have access to it. But yeah, anybody out there? Any members got anything for us before we open it up for the rest of the world? We got a good show tonight.
Questions and concerns and comments.
We had quite a few members in here. There's Ruth. There's
Hey,
Ruth.
Zombie.
What's up, Virginia?
Everyone. Superwoman.
Right.
Appropriate shirt.
Yeah. Ooh, Virginia, hamburger and cherry. Should be a cherry. That's going to be awesome. All right. Well, members, if nobody has anything particular, special for us, or any kind of questions, I will, we'll go ahead and unlock it and get this thing. Yeah, Mark's like various beef. What is various?
There's a story.
Anything that looked like beef, she threw it in the pot.
Pretty much.
It was that time of year. It's time to empty the freezer out. So, if it was in there and it was still edible.
Yeah.
So my husband went to the store, and the beef guy or the meat guy was there, and he had all this marked down beef, and my husband was like, "Hey, will you take it for half? I'll buy it all for half price." And he was like, "According to Food Lion's rules, they either have to destroy beef after a certain period of time, or they can only mark it down 40%.
Yeah.
Still, 40%
Jeff Fair,
is good.
welcome to the membership, Jeff Fair, and hello, Susanna.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Susanna.
Hi.
Susanna.
Oh,
Hi,
we
everyone.
got the OG Canimals in the house tonight. All right, guys. If nobody has a problem with it, I'm going to go ahead. It's got the echo. It's got to be Susanna. Maybe.
That's me.
Okay.
Hi,
I'm gonna
Jeff.
go ahead. Anybody else want to do their hellos? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and open the chat up for everybody, and we can get started.
I can't see that.
All right, I'm gonna open her up.
Hey, everybody. Everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
What you canning, Susanna?
Today I'm canning kidney beans, green beans, and roast beef.
Nice. I might throw some beans in if I have extra jars of chicken.
Okay, that should do it. We should be open for everybody.
There you go.
I do believe should be set for everybody.
Sorry,
If the chat isn't working for non-members, somebody let me know. But I clicked the button, so it should be working. It worked the other day, so we'll see.
there you go.
Monty, what's going on? It's there, Monty.
Hey, Monty.
This morning, while your channel finally accepted it to my video. Ah, okay. Cool. Well, welcome. Yeah, actually, I did see it this morning. It registered this morning when you did it. Ohio Prepper, what's going on? You're canning chorizo and sweet potatoes?
Ooh, chorizo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
baby.
mouth just watered.
Yeah.
Charmy, what's going on? Sheila, hello. Yeah, I got my butts at Food Line today too. I went and got some more. Rosanna Jones, hello, welcome.
Hey.
Dagmar King, what's going on? Tamara Reynolds, good evening. She says hello and good evening to everyone in the chat and the Canimals.
Hey, Tama.
So let's see. I'm your Huckleberry. What's going on? All right, we'll go around the horn. I am doing, as you can see, the menu under my name. I'm doing pulled pork with cranberries, which is technically a pinto, with caramelized onion and garlic. The milkmaid is doing milkmaid explain various beef.
Okay, my husband found beef at the sale, so I have ground beef that I'm browning that I'm going to be canning, and then I'm raw packing, with the hot pour on. Let's see. It was beef stew meat, some boneless steak, and some kebab meat. And I'm just cutting it into 1-inch chunks. I mean, when you butcher an animal, you realize meat is meat, pretty much. So it all cooks.
Mad Dog says he's had enough of this crap. He's going to go butcher a deer and start canning. That's it. I'm going to go cut up some vinegar. Awesome. All right, Nikki, what do you got going on?
I have some homemade bulk Italian sausage that I made out of beef and rabbit.
You made all that yourself. Nice.
Nice.
What's up, Native? What's going on, brother?
Hey, Native.
Hey, let's see. All right, now who we got next? Next we have Susanna. Susanna, let the beautiful people in the chat know what you got going on.
I'm doing some green beans, some kidney beans, and roast beef.
Nice. Looks like Zach snuck in here. What's going on, Zachary?
Zach, can I do it?
Come let me get you off a solo. Do what?
Hey Jess, hey Zach, hey everyone in chat.
Hi everybody.
And now Ruth. What do we have for Ruth? What all is she doing today? Look at that. Woo.
I've got the canner going with hamburger and I've done pints, so I can turn that off in about 3 minutes. And then I'm going to hot pack the cherries that I picked this year, also in pints, and those only process for about 10 minutes. So, and I'll probably make some banana bread while I'm standing here.
Cool. Off to the race.
You will.
As usual. As usual. Let's hear from anybody. Debbie Sims made it. Hello, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Zach's here. Native. Sophia, what's going on? All right. Yeah, so I guess everybody's pretty much ready to go. I'm anxious to see how this. I mean, I've done the pintos with pulled pork before. They're delicious, like really, really good. But this time I'm doing them with cranberry beans, and I diced up some onion, caramelized them, and along with some minced garlic. So not a whole lot of minced garlic, but just enough. So we'll see what happens. Rubbing butt. Oh, that's a good name.
Ooh, that sounds good to me, Ghost.
Oh, you know who that is? Not us, actually. That's Jeremy in there. That's the name of our cook-off team.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
He's coming. His computer.
Voodoo King had a bad experience today. Used ball sure type flats from Walmart. They're silver, none sealed. Wow.
Really?
I haven't seen the silver ones. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have some silver ones, and I got them at Walmart.
Not one? Because that's where I get mine too.
Oh no.
Like hope that isn't contagious.
Right?
At all.
You keep that voodoo away.
Bad juju, bad juju.
Oh yeah, bad juju.
All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and get started. I've already got everything in my jars except my water, so I'm going to go ahead and top them off, debubble it, then top them off again. Then I'm going to oil my canner lid edges where they touch, and I'm going to put some vinegar in the water. I'm going to clean my rims really, really good with vinegar, and I'm going to put the rings on finger tight, and we're going to rock this thing. I shall be right back.
Can anybody see the chat so that we know what's being said and can talk to them, or no?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm going to move out of the kitchen for a minute. I just turned off the ground beef, and so
Okay.
I'm going to keep it open for about half an hour so I can watch.
You are awesome.
Hi, who? Debbie.
I wish my internet would support more than one device or platform, but it's weak.
Yeah, it's hard. If my son gets on and does video games, it'll sludge it all up.
Oh yeah. Man, they'll eat up some data. I think. Ooh, I might be able to do 2 levels of pine still.
So is anyone in the chat canning? I didn't see the very first couple of minutes, so I'm not sure. Is anyone doing?
I couldn't see, so I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, Native has carrots and potatoes going.
Nice.
Sophia says soon. Hi, Sherry. She said she's straining and bottling fire cider. I'm very curious what that is. Is it like apple cider?
Oh, come on. You haven't heard of fire cider?
No, I have no idea.
Ah, it's awesome. It's like a hippie tonic. You put
Okay.
like
So it's like herb heavy and
yeah, it's got, I mean, you can put all kinds of stuff, but like garlic, horseradish. Oh shoot, now I'm pulling a blank. Whole bunch of stuff and apple cider.
right.
Peppers, hence the fire part, like jalapeno or cayenne or something like that. Just basically you put a whole bunch of really good antioxidant or antiviral or antibacterial type things, and
Right.
And you ferment it.
Man, that sounds good.
Apple cider vinegar. Oh, it'll knock your socks off if you do it right.
Right.
I think onion too.
Do you break down the garlic and onion, or do you chop it down, or right?
Yeah, I chop them up. Oh, ginger. Ginger's another
that sounds
one.
good. That sounds like a really good anti-inflammatory.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll make your nose burn.
Mm-hmm.
But you take a little bit, like a shot glass every day, and it really helps boost your immune system, especially during the winter.
Huh.
I'm curious what she, was it she or he? I missed that.
It was she. Going back up, who was it? Oh gosh, Sophia. And also, Yankee is making colloidal silver. I love that. We talked about that a little while ago, Yankee.
Hey, Yankee.
Yeah.
I have not made colloidal silver yet. I have some that my uncle made.
Right.
And it has lasted me years because he made me like a freaking half gallon or more.
That's awesome. Got to get the recipe from Yankee. So Sophia Bell says that hers has oranges, lemons, rosemary, oregano, turmeric, onion, garlic, ginger, and jalapeno. Steeped for a month in apple cider. That sounds really good. And with all the citrus too, there's a lot of the vitamin C, and that helps your immune system too.
I never thought of adding the vitamin C, but that's a very good point.
Mm-hmm. Man, that sounds so good, Sophia. I've never heard of that. I'm not. Is that a southern type of thing, or is it a Family recipe? Or I've never heard of that.
It's like a hippie thing. Rosemary Gladstar, you know who she is?
No.
She wrote a bunch of herbal books and stuff like that. I've got one of her books, but they originally came up with the fire cider, and then there's actually this big hullabaloo because they wanted everybody to know how to use it and the recipe and everything. And there was a small company that trademarked the name fire cider, and so they actually went to court battle because they wanted people to be able to spread it, calling it fire cider, without those people
using
putting
the
a
name.
copyright hit on them.
Wow. Doing well, Yankee. Hi, Eimer. I'm your Huckleberry.
Hey, Huckleberry Yankee.
Billy, good to see you.
Billy.
Jeff Bear, I have not canned beets. Northern Girl just did a video in which she canned some beets. But I personally haven't. I'm not sure the exact processing.
That National Center for Home Preservation, I believe is the name of the website, has pretty much every single thing that is approved to can, and it'll give all the times, how to prepare it, all that stuff. I actually printed off a lot of their stuff and put it in a binder.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Instead of spending a whole lot of money on a ball book that they keep changing.
Yeah. That's a great idea. Mark Bottoms, I believe they are Rainier cherries, but the cherry trees, just like the apple trees, were here long before I was. I'm not entirely sure what they are. Some of my neighbors told me they were probably Rainier. I don't think they're Bing. They're not a sharp red. They're like half orange, half pink, you know? So they look a lot like the Rainiers. Hey, Hoot.
But how awesome to have access to something that somebody else planted long ago.
You know what? The lady who built this house was a total gardener. She has a whole bunch of irrigation and watering systems all throughout the back, and she did like an orchard. There were plums, apples, cherries, little Italian plums, which are green. They're so good. And they are years and years old, which I'm very thankful for. I think the house was built in the 70s. So somewhere around 25 years old. And yeah, they're awesome. I'm very blessed to have had someone here before that. She had a greenhouse and all kinds of stuff. It got kind of taken down by the weather over time. By the time I got here, we just tore it all out. But you could see that she had a vision, a very strong vision for sure. And I've tried to use as much of it as I can, you know, as much of the area as I can that she set up.
That's beautiful. See, I think we need to start thinking more generationally like that. Like, so what if you don't think you're going to stay in your house? Plant some trees.
The onions,
Not expensive.
onions and garlic, and pulled pork. So hopefully it'll all mix together and be delicious.
Oh, it can't be bad.
I've done it with just the beef.
Sounds good to me. I just need 3 jars of water. Quite good.
Oh, good, Ohio. So beets are 30 minutes pint, 35 minutes quarts. Thank you, Ohio Prepper. Oh, Jess. Well, if you can come back and say hi.
What happened?
Joyful Diamonds, I'm not sure if I said hello. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Okay, off and ready. Did I miss anybody? I missed anything good?
I don't think so.
The fire cider I've never heard of. And so we got a recipe for that.
Angela B in North Carolina, a new member. Welcome, welcome.
Nice.
If you didn't already know before, if you weren't here earlier, the first 5 minutes or so of all of my live streams from now on, it's just a hangout time with all the members. The chat will only be open for members for the first, 5 or so minutes. And if you're not a member, don't worry. If you don't want to be a member, that's cool too. You're not going to miss anything because I'm not going to start the show until after I open the chat up for everybody. But thank you, Angela. Hoot.
Hey, Hoot.
What? Who's canning for the first time? Sheila?
Sheila is?
Sheila, turn the camera on. Let's go. Turn the camera on. Get up here with us. We got room.
Come on, girl, come play.
It's not as
Everybody
scary once you like just get up here and start talking to people.
No.
Everybody out there that's sitting, come on up there and join us.
Oh, she's doing Boston butt right now.
Nice.
That's right.
That's
We talked
awesome,
about that
Sheila.
earlier. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that earlier. Because I'm doing Boston butt too, full pork. So that's what, 3 or 4 people standing with us in the chat, right? Like that?
Yeah, there is. I think I
Or
missed a
maybe more
few.
than that. The native, Sheila.
Yep.
I know there's a couple others.
Debbie, usually
There was
does.
somebody a while back. Man, who was it? There is 3 or 4. I'm so excited.
Awesome, awesome.
Talk about a party.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may do some pork next week. I don't.
Oh.
The only reason why I didn't do it this week, I was looking at it, was because they had their ribeyes on sale this week, and I bought a bunch of ribeyes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
I don't know, Monty. He may be doing a live stream tonight. I don't know if he is like right now, but it may be. He may have something going on. I didn't hear from him. I did send him a link. I don't know.
I want to
Yeah,
say
I
they were
think he-
canning earlier, weren't they?
Yes, I think
know
he
he-
said he was going to can all day. Yeah.
I know he was canning yesterday, and I think the day before. He's out of control.
Yeah, he's putting us all to shame. He's going to
Right.
out-can all of us.
By the way, with cream cheese, Angela, I just got probably a 7-pound thing of cream cheese at Costco. I was thinking about canning some, but I've never done it. Has anyone else done it? I know Jess has. Angela said she's doing it again, so it must have been something she did successfully before. Ghost, have you ever tried it?
No, I have not.
Huh.
I haven't, but I have a milk cow, so let's make it when I.
Right.
Virginia, did you do apple pie filling?
Did I do the what again?
The apple pie filling?
Yep. I sure did.
You
I
cracked one
thought
open?
that just sounds so good.
The first
Was
round
it
blew
last
up in the canner.
Yeah, that was like last week or week before last.
Oh, a week before, I believe. Oh, Debbie is breaking in a new canner. Yes, girl.
Yeah. He's responsible for the shortage. Just kidding.
Actually, for the first time ever, I'm having a hard time finding jars. I was able to find them at my local Walmart or online, and for the first time ever, they're completely sold out. I've got a couple of cases left, and that's it, unless I can find more.
I found like 100 cases of jars at my local Ace Hardware. The only problem is they were all half pint jars, and I have absolutely no use for a half pint jar.
Right, unless you're making a jelly or something.
And I still do jellies and pints. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, pints are available readily. That's why I'm doing pints of hamburger. They're wide mouth pints, but quarts is a no deal.
See, that's funny. The only jars I can ever find are quarts. I mean, I'm almost out of pints at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
that's weird. All I can find is the pints. It's hard to find quarts. Every now and then I'll find a case or two about every 2 to 3 weeks. Thank God I had extra.
Yeah. We're going to do an experiment because before I knew that you shouldn't use like silverware and stuff in your jars, we use the jars half the time as drinking cups. So these have been like used multiple times, probably had spoons and stuff. So we'll see if something blows.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
love it.
it's not like a definite, oh, if you ever put a spoon or a fork in there or a butter knife, it's gonna, destroy the jar. But it's like, apparently it has been documented that if you get like a scratch on the glass, it weakens it, and the hot cold process will pop it. But
Gotcha.
Kicking it, Homestead, are you doing ghee right now? That's awesome if you are.
Hey, kicking it.
Homestead is doing good. Ohio hasn't had a problem finding jars. Mark Bottoms hasn't seen a jar in months. It kind of goes in stages around here. It's like 1 week there'll be plenty of usually pints and half pints, and you'll get a couple of you'll get a few cases of the quarts, and then it'll go a week or two, and it's just like nothing.
Huh.
Yogi Hollow Farm, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, but I mean, it's I'm to the point now that if I see pints, I'm just going to start loading up on pints as well. Because if I have to, I'll just I'll do everything in pints, and just when I go to get a meal for me and the family, it'll just 2 jars instead of 1.
Especially the wide mouth; those are real nice.
Oh yeah. So easy to clean.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh. I guess I do have more pints. They're just all the regular mouth. I don't even think about them.
The Militant Root says our hardware store has lots of quarts, but not much else. We got lucky. Our house came with 100 jars. Oh wow, 100 jars in the cellar. That's awesome. Talk about a score. Yeah.
Where did he say they have a lot of jars?
At the hardware store.
Like Ace, I wonder.
Oh yeah, Ace Hardware Store usually has quite a bit of canning supplies.
I see.
I have not checked Ace.
You can find them at your hardware stores, and sometimes you can find them at craft stores, like what do they call it? Hobby Lobby. Like lots of times they'll have them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I have heard that if they're like not labeled for canning, beware.
Yeah.
That's true, because they make decorative jars for people making crafty stuff. Yeah, I'll have to check out Ace Hardware. Everyone is saying Ace. In my small town, I have an Ace and a Walmart. So Ace must be the place. I'll look.
Yeah, Ace usually has a really good can. Like my little redneck out in the middle of nowhere Ace Hardware store here has more stuff than Home Depot. Like you can legit walk in there. They even have car parts in this joint.
Really?
They have everything. You can get farm fresh eggs right there on a dozen at a time, sitting at the checkout counter. Boiled peanuts. I mean, anything you can think of, they sell it in this store. Hey, what's up, Roland?
Hey, Roaming.
Been on the road all day. Just roll back to the house. Well, if you want to come up and chit chat with us, come on up. Take a shower, take a break, make yourself a little adult beverage, and come hang out with us.
Yeah.
That's a good tip, Rosanna. Tractor Supply. I actually have one of those in my town too. So yeah, I'll get that.
I've tried Tractor Supply. They do have some stuff, but let me tell you something. Tractor Supply is very proud of everything they sell.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they love their stuff.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes when you go in Tractor Supply, you literally wonder why they put price tags on it, because obviously they don't want anybody to buy it. Just like a museum for country stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous prices.
There's a co-op in the Shenandoah Valley that is like Augusta Co-op, and sometimes I'll make the trip out there. Oftentimes they'll have a lot of the canning supplies and the bulk stuff that I need, and they're way cheaper than Tractor Supply.
Oh yeah. I mean, I used to always go to the co-op. Always.
I think I'm
I haven't
good on.
found one locally here. I know they've got to go one around here somewhere. I bet Native knows with that.
My favorite little feed store is right down the road. It's a single wide trailer with feet and a couple of sheds. And man, they carry everything. And they're so nice, and they always know who you are, and I know which shed to back up to load my feed in. It's great.
Yeah. That's the way it is. It's Ace Hardware. You walk in and there's like a coffee table, chairs. You go up before your own cup of coffee and you sit there and just all the old guys just sit there and shoot the shit all day long.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've used the purr lids all the time, and I have no problem with them at all.
Kerr and Ball are owned by the same company, I do believe.
I think
It starts with a J.
They're actually made here in Broomfield, I think, here in Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, she said purr, not cur. Pur.
Oh. Oh.
Purr, pure. Is it pure? Oh, how's that pronounced? Pure or pure? Or, oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Here,
sorry.
here.
I misheard.
Mhm. And the jars are mason jars.
Well, I thank you, Phoenix. I assume you're talking about the shaved or somewhat shaved face.
Looks dashing.
That is a dashing. Is dashing. Hey, maybe that's why I passed out.
Oh. You're used to carrying around all that beard.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
I am a little concerned about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the doctor one day this week and figure out something.
Yeah, good.
Yes, smart bottoms. Hi, Phoenix.
Hey, Native's still in here. Hey, Native, do we got a co-op anywhere around here? I haven't seen one. I haven't even looked. That's terrible. That's usually the first thing I try to find. I know we do. It's got to be somewhere.
I gotta go search for rings.
Yeah, I was checking my rings when I was putting my lids on, and I found 2 rings that were dead. So I always check them rings.
Yeah,
If those things are like a little bit warped or dinged, it'll put uneven pressure on the lid and it won't seal.
I let the toddler play with them as bracelets sometimes, like this.
Yeah.
And she, I've learned I have a specific set for her now.
Hi. He wanted to come say hi.
Hello.
Come in.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Sounds a lot like Chili Bean.
I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Native? When you said that, now I know exactly what you said.
Did you hear him? He said, I'm a YouTuber. I do YouTube videos too.
Awesome.
Look up there.
Awesome.
Watch, all y'all's groupies are gonna find that hardware store and just hang out.
Cool. Native, now that you said that, I know exactly where it's at. I've driven by it 20 or 30 times. I don't know why that didn't register in my brain.
Because you knocked your head.
Sometimes you can find them at like Food Lion or Piggly Wiggly. They'll have like a small canning section. But I've gotten lucky several times at Food Lion and come out of there with like 4 cases at a time.
Honestly, Food Lion is the only place I've found actual like lids in the longest time.
Yeah.
Like I'll find jars in other places, but the lids by themselves without the rings.
Epileptic Pilot, welcome. I remember you from Off the Wall stream last night. Was it last night? Yeah, I believe, or early this morning, but welcome. Hey, Phoenix. What's going on, Phoenix?
Hey, Phoenix.
Okay, I just put my jiggler on.
Uh-oh. You were waiting to say that.
It's the way she says it, man.
Yeah. Yankee Watchdog says the Tractor Supply there has an overstock of jars. Cases and cases of them.
Where are you at, Yankee?
I know, right? Yeah, I thought I remembered you from this morning. That was a long stream. wow, Dollar General? I didn't know that. Sometimes Dollar General have them in the back.
Really? I have heard of Big Lots getting them. I don't know if you guys have that there.
I don't think we do. I haven't seen one. I'm not a big shopper. I find, spots to get my stuff, and that's usually where I do get it.
I used to like to shop. Now I have a really hard time going out more than once a month. I mean, I'll run up to my feed store or the Food Lion or something like that. But
Right.
when it comes to like the heavy shopping, too much people in.
Hey, did y'all get the alert or hear about my new show I'm gonna do this week? For everybody in the chat, I'm doing a Monday through Friday show. Every single night, I'm going hot at 7 o'clock for about an hour, and it's just gonna be like a community show. I'm gonna do like channel shout outs for like new channels. I'm gonna do spotlights on certain channels. Have a little interview and do like a spotlight on just that channel. I want to get all the content creators to email me their schedules, because I also want to put up almost like a TV guide, but I want to do like a schedule each day for the shows, the people that are going live, so people can actually not, because we're not getting alerts, you know what I mean? So if I can have like a page where I post it for everybody, who's going live at what time, it'll help, stop with the co-stepping and people, missing streams. It'll be regular prepping chat. We'll talk about canning, processing food, growing food, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna give it a shot at around 7 and see how it goes. Because I went live a couple times this week at 7 and 7:30, and it did really, really well.
Ghost.
Yep.
I just had the most brilliant brain fart.
Uh-oh.
So I need 3 more jars with water to fill the rest of my canner. And I was about to grab my new lids, and I realized I can use the used lids for that because it's no biggie.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So
if you
no
want to put up water. If you're just putting water in them, you can put them in there with no lid on them at all.
Really?
Yeah. All you're doing is taking up space to make sure the jars don't fall over.
We had that discussion
Water
earlier.
in it?
Huh?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, just fill it up with water and sit it in there in the spot. You ain't got to put a lid on it. You ain't got to can it unless you want to put up water.
I mean, not really.
No.
I mean, because honestly, I have certain jars that I don't can with, and those are the ones I use to fill the spot with. I have a couple of regular smallmouth jars that aren't ball jars, and I just use those to take up space in there if my canner's not full.
I didn't know that either. Mark asked me that earlier. He was like, "Didn't you just stick an empty jar or a jar with water in there with no lid?" And I was like, "I don't think you can do that." I don't know.
And that's all it's done.
I wonder though, you probably could put. I wonder though, would it change the steam, the amount of steam?
So what it does, you're just taking up space.
Have you filled it with water? Or just
You talking about the canner itself, or the jar that you're putting in there? I just fill up the jars with water and stick them in there. If I'm missing one, I just fill up a jar with water and stick it in there, and then I dump it out when I'm done.
okay.
No idea.
Oop, I forgot vinegar. Hold on.
Crap, I forgot the vinegar too. Oh well, too late for it now. Hey, Linda, did you get the link? I'm pretty sure I emailed you. If you're canning right now, if you want to come up here, just say, hey. I'll drop it again right now. Anybody in the chat that's canning, if you guys want to come up here with us, come on. Hey, Sherry Leach. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. Thank you. Very, very much.
You know what? I'm thinking about canning some Hatch green chili.
Ooh.
Like extra hot.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty delicious.
Klingons here. We got the super mod in the house.
Uh-oh.
Y'all better behave now.
Native scanning. Why isn't he up here?
I know, right? There's the link, brother. I just dropped it.
He said my jiggler just started moving.
Nice.
He could be faking it. He might be sitting in front of the TV eating a TV dinner.
Hey, Klingon.
Hey, Klingon. Oops, sorry, y'all.
If I could go here. Yeah. Oh, epileptic pilot. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Welcome to the show, to the crew. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
How's the new litter of bunnies?
Getting big fast. There's 6 of them. Right now there is 3 gray ones, 1 red one, and 2 black. But their colors are slowly changing, so there's no telling what I'm going to end up with. They're getting big fast. I forgot how fast they go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's like go to bed.
That little gray one I brought in here that was about this big, it's like this big now. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They do grow fast.
So are you really a pilot? I mean, what kind of plane do you fly? Or is it a plane or helicopter or space shuttle? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, yeah,
Tammy,
for sure.
just ordered a canner. Maybe one night we'll join you. Yeah, maybe you should, Tammy. We'd love to have you.
Yep.
Here pretty soon. I think I'm gonna wait till it gets a little bit colder. I'm gonna can outside over a fire live. It'd be kind of like a bonfire live stream canner party, whatever.
Uh-oh.
What do you got? Hoot says Sherry Leach did a super chat. What? I did Sherry. I didn't miss her. I said, hey, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you too again. I think Sherry's been on every single stream we've done. I'm pretty sure. Like every single one since the very beginning. But thanks, Hoot. Good looking out, brother. I appreciate that. I water bath, things like my jellies and jams and things like that. You can water bath green beans, but I choose not to. I pressure can them just because. I know Roots has water bath before. I'm pretty sure Milkmaid has. Susanna, have you water bath?
Yes, I water bathed my kosher dill pickles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And now my kids don't want anything else. They will not eat anything from the store now. And now I have to go find some more cucumbers.
Yeah, I did like 4 or 5 different kinds of pickles. Quail eggs, pickled quail eggs, pickled okra, and pickled pepper rings. Oh, and jalapeno and carrots.
Yeah, my memory isn't great. My memory isn't great, Sherry, but I do remember you've been here since day one. Hey, Monique's here. What's going on, Monique? What happened, Milkmaid? Your internet take a nosedive?
Yeah, it really did.
Independent mini, the process of doing both either one is so different that you really can't. I would rather pressure can. I don't know. The process is just funner for me, but water bath canning is like it's really kind of a letdown usually because most of the time you're only processing it for 10 minutes or so. So it's just like I just like pressure canning.
Yeah, it's not very long.
Oh, appreciate it. Who's good looking out? Thank you. I would feel like a major piece of crap if I missed the super chat. That would hurt my feelings.
I do want to can some jellies though sometime soon. I have a lot of wax that I got saved up from to try that out too.
Yeah, I got a box of cheese wax. I want to wax some cheese. I bought like 4 pounds of cheddar. I was going to wax it, and I ended up eating it. I love cheese. Cheese don't last around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milkmaid broke the internet again. Rip Curl's in here? What? What's going on, Rip? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, I'm not really fine.
Hi, Rip Curl. Okay, I've got my hamburger out. So I did wide mouth pints. They did 70 minutes. They look awesome. They're bubbling away. Nothing exploded.
Right. That's always a good thing.
Right? Yep. So hopefully we'll get some pings pretty soon. I'm going to start jarring the cherries. I have had my jars in the oven at 200 for a hot minute. I'm warming up the water in the canner and adding a little more, and then I'm going to hot pack these, and they process for 10 minutes.
Okay. I agree with you, pilot. I agree. Yeah, Monty. Milkmaid was born with those talents.
Milkmaid is stunning. Did she break her internet?
Yeah, she always does. Every show
Oh,
she dips out.
Milkmaid.
Man, those cherries look good.
So in this, I did about 4 cups of sugar, about 4 cups of water. It'll be a heavier syrup. And as you can see, these are like half orange, half yellow. So I believe they are Rainier's. And I did them last year water bathing. This will be my first time pressuring them, but we'll see what happens. I don't know, but they are pretty good.
Yeah, Sherry, she did. I think she said 2 cups of sugar.
Yeah, I did an equal part of sugar and water, Sherry Leach, with about 3 cups of each, a little bit more.
Yep. Sophia asked Nikki, how those baby chicks doing?
I'm sorry, the what?
Sophia wants to know how those baby
I have 6 of them. One of them, when we were on with Off the Wall, the first one hatched, but there's 6 total.
Nice.
Again.
Yeah, she showed it last night right after it hatched. It was still wet.
Oh yeah,
It was moistier. Had to get Milkmaid's new word in there.
yeah. This is the one that was wet last night.
Yeah. Oh, it's nowhere near as moistier as it was last night.
And this is one of the other ones. There's 6 of them.
Ah,
5 dark ones, and this one.
I know. I bet Jiggler's just huge by now. I named her Duck Jiggler, by the way, the one that's been with us every week. She calls him Disco. I'm calling him Jiggler.
Oh, okay. Disco is getting really big, but I'm not going to go out and get it tonight. I don't even know if it's a boy or girl yet, but I'm tired now.
With a name like Jiggler, it better be a boy.
Right? Well, if it's a girl, it's going to need a pole in that duck pin.
Yeah. Milkmaid, are you doing like you're doing your stream from your phone while it's plugged up? Because every time if I go live on StreamYard or anything on my phone and it's plugged up at the same time, my phone gets really hot. But that's just me. And my phone's like 4 years old.
Mine gets really hot too. If I run StreamYard or even just by itself, it'll burn out. It'll overheat within half an hour.
I'm curious. I wish Nikki lived close. I want to taste that sausage.
Right?
What?
I said, I wish Nikki lived closer. I want to taste that sausage.
It was pretty good. I mean, it tasted good before I put it in the can. It wasn't too hard. I just ground up the beef trimmings and rabbit that I had deboned, and then looked up different list of seasonings for Italian sausage, and a whole lot of red pepper flakes and a whole lot of fennel and some other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard those Mr. Heaters are awesome. I've heard those Mr. Heaters are some kind of, they do the job. Have y'all seen those things where you just screw in the little propane tank to it? Those things
Yeah,
rock and roll, man.
I have one of those.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. They're really nice.
Monique says, Ghost, have you had any more fainting spells? How's the back of your head? Monique, I am a man. Men do not faint. We pass out. Yeah. No, I honestly, I'm not going to lie. I have had a couple, but it's only like if I get up too fast. So I'm pretty sure it's a blood pressure issue. I think for some reason my blood pressure is just like really low. I haven't changed my diet or anything, so I don't know what it is. But the back of my head, the knot is actually gone. It's well, no, it's still there. It's itty bitty though compared to what it was. Everything's good. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Thing from Wisconsin. My biggest concern for the next few months will always be heat. We got 4 20-pound tanks so far. Trying to get a few more to add to the stash. Bucks, yeah, they're pretty expensive. Good luck with that, man. Definitely, good luck. Oh, thanks, Moonlight. I appreciate Monique. I appreciate that. Independent. I haven't had any more. Nothing. It was just out of the blue. Like I don't know what it was. It was the weirdest thing. And see, I eat a lot of salt. Like I love salt. It's one of my favorite seasonings. I don't think that's it. It's just weird. I don't know. Debbie Sims, 12 pints of chili beans and 8 pints of black beans. Nice job.
Nice, Debbie.
Made. Your head still looks funny, Ghost. You sure it went down? Yeah, it went down. Got to use my awesome knife. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna pump this knife every time I go live. I got to use my awesome knife that Zane got me for my birthday again today. This thing, it made short work of that 12-pound Boston butt. I mean, it like literally 10 minutes and it was completely just ripped apart. It was awesome. Uh-oh. Special guest coming up. Hey, Gemma. Whoops, maybe. Hey, Jim.
Hello.
Hey, Gemma.
Hello. Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I went to the castle today.
Hi, Gemma.
Hey,
What's that?
Susanna.
The one in London or Scotland?
No, the one outside London, Windsor.
Oh, Windsor Castle. Nice.
Yeah.
I've been by there. I've actually been inside and pulled guard on the Queen's Jewels at the Edinburgh Castle.
Yeah. This is the actual official guidebook that I brought when I was there today. This is the official book. And I actually stood up this top bit here in the north tower. I actually stood there and had a photo done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I got lots of pictures, so I need to send them to you. Actually, I took lots of good pictures of some military equipment and stuff, which I thought you'd like.
Oh, absolutely.
So I took a picture of the cannons, and I got some video footage of the military march. They had what they called the changing the guard ceremony today. So I took some pictures and video of the military changing their uniforms and swapping over their battle weapons and whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, again for the third week in a row. Actually, they were on sale, then they weren't off sale for a week, and they came back on sale. So yeah, this is the second week in a row they've been on sale. They usually run from like Friday to Tuesday or something like that. But yeah, they had them again for 99 cents a pound. I went and got more.
Milton, Roots, Tamara, Milkmaid, Sherry. Who else have I missed? Monique. Hey guys.
Yeah, and a lot of people have said that the Boston Butts have been on sale in their area too. The Food Line is just rocking them.
Yeah, I went. It was a lot of fun, Debbie. They had a we actually got to go into like Queen Elizabeth's dad's bedroom, and we got to go into other places, and it was wonderful. We didn't have to do no queuing. It was literally straight in, and we literally did our own walking tour. We were there for about 3.5 hours, just looking around, and it was fun.
Hey, Auslander Info, how you doing?
Hey, Auslander. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Monty. Hey, Angela.
I'm practicing my good day.
I'll come to be Ghost's little chat reader so that he can focus on his stuff and I can read the chat to him, because I know he struggles when he's doing his canon and trying to read the chat. So that's where little me comes in, because I can do it for him.
I struggle with all the big words. The big words are hard words. Yeah,
I know. That's where you have me.
Yeah, go check your Food Line, 99 cents a pound. And if you don't see any in the rack, and you do see a sign, ring the doorbell at the butcher, and they'll go in the back and pull some out of the cooler if they have some. Yeah, enjoying the normalcy. I hear you.
I've literally only been back like 5 hours.
What do you got, Mad Dog? And, okay, got 4 jars of venison. The wife is picking up chicken on sale to finish the batch and maybe enough for a second batch. Sweet.
Nice.
It's always good when you got chicken in the cannon. I love some chicken.
I'm gonna have to mail Ghosty. I'll email him the pictures of the castle because I think Ghost would like some of the military stuff that I took. I took some military pictures. That's it. And I've got a big picture of of me posing in front of a iron cannon. It's
Cool.
mega cool. So I've got that. A few other bits and pieces.
Oh, what a day. What a day. Who we got coming back up here? There she is.
And I got soaking wet because it rained all the time. Hey, milkmaid.
Hey, Gemma.
Hold on, I gotta put me down here so I'm surrounded by women.
Oh, check you, Ghost.
I'm surrounded.
That's true. It's like the guys when I was growing up, we did horses, right? And of course, it's like 99.9% females. And those few smart boys who decided to take riding lessons were surrounded by the chicks.
Right?
And people always ask me why I took home economics in school. Are you kidding?
Right?
My brother's best friend signed up to be a carrier. I don't know the proper term for cheerleaders. So he was only one of 2 male cheerleaders, but he was catching all the girls, the flyers. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a teenage dream.
Monique says, there is the beautiful milkmaid. She just typed in the chat.
The beautiful milkmaid. Yeah, she came back. She broke the internet. She fixed it. She came back.
That's right.
I break stuff.
Hey, Klingon. And Klingon says, you all look like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, we just need 3 more squares filled up at the bottom and boom.
Come on, Klingon.
I pinned the link, so everybody's welcome to come on up.
Y'all occasionally sound like robots, so if I don't catch what you're saying, that's why. Just throwing that out there.
It's okay. We're used to you not paying attention to us anyway.
I know, right?
I actually managed to get pictures with the police outside the Queen's Castle yesterday. They actually posed with me for a photo. Which is
the ones
weird.
that are very stern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Queen's police actually are allowed licensed weapons and stuff. And I said to Ryan, I know you're probably going to say no, and you're probably going to tell me off for even asking, but... And I was like, can I have a photo of you? And the guy was like, yeah. He literally just came over, like, put his hand on his hip like this and literally, like, posed for a photo with me. I was like, hell yeah.
I thought they wouldn't move for anything. That's
no,
awesome.
they're not meant to. But he literally came over to me. He's like, yeah, I don't see why not. He's like, come here. And he came over. This policeman was, like, up here against me. So he was like, he came over to the bench where I was sitting with my dad. And he was like, he put his arm on my shoulder like that. And he was like, all of a sudden I see this, like, big gun coming out of his side. I'm like, what the hell's that? It's like this big gun. I'm like, what? That was insane.
Debbie's jiggling.
Yeah.
Got her jiggle on.
That's pretty cool, Gemma.
Yeah. And Klingon says, yeah, Gemma, I have pictures from all over Europe. Yeah, the thing is, Klingon, when I went to the castle yesterday, and part of their security is you're not meant to ask the soldiers or the police to have photos because they're trained not to distract from their jobs. And the fact that I even asked and they actually came over and sat with me actually was like not in their job description. So for them to actually do that is actually quite cool. So
oh yeah.
Debbie says so far she's liking the bigger cannon.
Nice. Did she say what kind she got?
No, I don't think she did. But I will say, size does matter.
Oh, come on.
They all say.
Yep.
Wow, I am refraining.
Right.
Nobody said anything about my shirt tonight.
We can't see it.
Huh?
No, we can't see it
Yeah,
because you're
let's see your
sitting.
shirt.
Let's play
Let's
hide
play hide
and. Oh, I like that. I have to get one. I have to get one. That's funny. I like that.
Is
Debbie
that
said,
another growth style?
There's a few people
Oh, yeah.
who could be. There's a few people who I need to tell that to who keep telling me off about eye contact on my freaking videos.
ASM DSS. I got it off Amazon.
Because
Debbie says she got a
that message I could tell to a lot of people who keep complaining to me about my eye contact on my videos. I'm getting sick of it. It's driving me nuts.
Debbie's got a 23 quart Presto. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I know, Klingon. I wasn't saying that. I wasn't. Yeah, Klingon. I wasn't trying to say that you won off me. I'm just saying usually because of the seriousness of the Queen's Guards and the police that they're usually not allowed to pose with the public. But the fact that he actually was willing to step out of his post for like 5 minutes and actually have a photo done is quite good because usually they're watched like the Hawk. They're up and down like protecting the castle and stuff. So yeah.
Marianne Crankin says, does anyone have trouble getting glass top stoves to get hot enough for pressure canners? I haven't. All I've ever used is glass top. They work fine. What you got?
Depends on the kind of canner. I have the kind, the T-file or whatever it is, not like y'all's. It's got a concave bottom. That's why I had to do that whole, redneck engineering thing. And it just takes mine. It gets there, but on mine, I've noticed it takes it a lot longer to get up to temp. But once it's there, I have to obviously leave mine on high. Y'all have to, y'all turn y'all's down, but mine stays on high the whole time. And it just takes a lot longer, but it works. It's worked so far.
So Rip Curl says, I'm in the garden breaking it down. We got our first night, 28 degrees, and it got most of my garden. That sucks. But that's okay because I had an amazing jungle of a garden. Sweet.
First frost always kills me. Kind of hurts my soul.
Yeah.
28 degrees. I'm over here sweating, y'all. Could be hot.
Was it Idaho or Utah or something was supposed to get down to 17 degrees?
What?
Or something like that? Yeah.
G2's in the house. G2's in the house.
Hey,
What's
girl.
going on, G2? How you doing? Welcome.
Crazy.
In Montana, my sister, we picked up her first fur baby as an adult. A golden retriever.
Aww.
Oh, that's awesome. Those are great dogs.
Aww.
They are good dogs. That's what my in-laws have.
I love dogs.
Rip says, Ghost, now as I gathered last the harvest, I'm going to have buckets of food to can. There you go. Watch my potato reveal. They're so full, they're pushing the dirt up too. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool. Okay. I seriously, over the winter, want to start researching what it is that makes some plants make the itty bitty potatoes and some plants make the big ones. Because I've noticed when I plant like 50 in a field with my hay thing, where I just roll bales of hay out over top and then put hay up on top, some plants will have nice sized potatoes. Other plants, itty bitty little things. Which, I mean, some people spend more for those, but.
Yeah. Well, the next batch that I do of regular potatoes, I'm doing them in rabbit manure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go like 50-50 dirt and rabbit manure.
There you go.
They shouldn't have any problem getting all the nutrients they need.
Yeah. But see, I keep wondering, like, is it nutrients? Is it water? Is it
You know what?
just
That's a good idea because if you've got them planted side by side, if one has a better root system, it may be robbing the nutrients from the one beside it.
Maybe.
that's something?
Or there might be, different patches of your yard or your garden might have more nutrients in it than the other. It could be weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Potatoes are weird, man. Potatoes are just
Rip Curl says what really sucks is that now we have 46 degrees at night for 2 more weeks. But again, I'm thankful for what I did harvest and fed many families, including mine.
nice. Good thing about a garden. Debbie Sam, this is the first time you have a canner filled in that stove. Who wants to know if that's the first time, Debbie?
Starting to get a funnel.
I've seen those.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they get pretty big too.
I never did find out like what area Yankee lived in, where he's finding all these freaking cans and lids.
I know. Obviously, it's north
I mean,
of
I
the
understand not saying something though. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you didn't. I was done talking.
Oh. Yeah, I need to get my butt.
Southwest Colorado.
Okay. Never been to Colorado. Just wanted to.
And one of the best bits about the castle is that we got to go into St. George's Chapel where Harry and Meghan got married. And we actually got to walk up the altar bit where they actually stood, so you could actually see where they actually took their vows and everything. It was really intense. It was really good though. Getting to
That's
see
cool.
the chapel
Sounds
and
amazing, Gemma.
everything. Pardon?
Yeah.
Didn't get my
Sounds
food
amazing.
crazy. We're starting a little late. The trees got a
It
little
was.
live. Excited to see if the extra soup there. Yeah, I've got my first batch of sweet potatoes in the buckets right now. They should be set to come out in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. If they grow. We'll see. I've never done them before.
Sweet potatoes are fun. The first year I grew them, I planted like I was well over 100 slips. Oh no, the second year it was well over 100 slips, and I had wood chip pathways with my last place in between the rows, and the vines just crawl everywhere, and then they'll root down, and then when they root down, sometimes they'll grow more sweet potatoes, and I find like fingerling sweet potatoes in my wood chip pathways, and they would just pull right out. It was the coolest thing. And my uncle said that you can take those and you can just like either cut them in half or just kind of make them fries in the oven. Not even.
Lita Knoll says she bought some curly lids and rings. They failed. Also, a film developed in warm water, so we'll only use for dry canning. Huh.
I wonder if the aluminum issues are trickling down into the quality of all of our goods, you know? Because I know Ball actually started making like aluminum water bottles.
Wow.
To save the planet.
I've never used anything other than Ball lids and oh no, that's a lie. I did get 4 cases, but I can't remember what they were called. Arbor something, and I did them with my chicken bone broth, and they worked perfectly fine. I can't remember the name of the jars though. I remember I showed them to you guys like on a first or second stream, and
It's like a
somebody
harvest
said they
something.
used them before and they were good. Huh?
Like a harvest something.
Yeah, I think that was it. It was either Harvest something or Arbor something like that.
Yeah.
But they work fine.
Well, what is she putting on that pan?
Well, she said she was going to bake some stuff, and there's no telling.
I figured out I have no eggs, So I am putting Brussels fingerling potatoes and some red onion on this here pan, and I'm gonna throw it in the oven and call it dinner.
That works.
Yum. I'll be right over.
Yeah, it does look yummy.
Yeah, it really does look good.
Good night, Yogi Hollow Farm.
That might be it, Tyler. That might be it. That might be the what it's called, arbor hawking. I think that is it.
Yeah, that's one of them.
She wants to know where you got those lids at. Yogi, good night. Thanks for stopping by. You're welcome anytime.
Hi, Yogi.
Golden Harvest jars. You can get them at Dollar General store. Okay. I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
Anchor,
Okay, those are the other ones.
Anchor
Yeah.
something. It's Anchor something. I just can't think of what it's called.
Are you thinking like anchor hawking? The other one was
No.
arbor.
Now I'm going to go read the box.
He's gonna go look.
Yeah, some of the Ace Hardwares here sell anchor hawking too, as well as Kilner.
Kilner?
Yeah, Kilner. I use a lot of the Kilner jars for my my dehydrated stuff.
Mm-hmm. I reuse those Classico jars. I forget. I can't remember whose chat I was in. It was a bigger one though, and somebody said that they used the Classico jars for the Classico spaghetti sauce. They said they used them for pressure canning and never had any issues.
Yep, they're Anchor hawking.
Yeah.
Anchor hawking. That's what they are. Anchor hawking. And they're made for canning. It says so right on the box. And I've used them. They work fine.
There you go.
Yep, Anchor hawking. I'm trying to remember where my sister-in-law got them from. I think it was like Hobby Lobby, like for real.
Huh. And they said they were for canning?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it says it on the box. For pressure canning.
Yep.
I've used them. They work fine. Or at least they've worked fine so far. I've only used them once.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Some Ace Hardware here sell those.
I haven't had any issues with them. I haven't used them a lot because they're standard. They're regular mouth jars, and I like the wide mouth. But the last time I did my bone broth, I did do the bone broth in those jars because it's liquid, so it's not a big deal getting it out of the jar.
Right.
Yeah, I can imagine you trying to wash out those little tiny regular mouth pint jars with your
I can't even get my hand. I can't get my hand in the wide mouth. Like I can't. I use this. In the wide mouth.
Oh, nice. Y'all want to see what I do my dishes with? You might laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, plus this one's shaped kind of funny.
Oh, wow.
It's loofah. I grew it last year.
Yeah, that's what you're
Nice.
gonna send me some seeds. Yeah.
It's really fun to grow. It takes over everything. It went like 20 feet up a telephone pole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You have to do anything special to those, or do you just pick them and start using them in the kitchen and in the bathroom?
So there's a process. Once it gets to a certain point, what I do is I stomp on it to break up the skin, and then I peel it all off. And then the best thing I've found is like soaking it in a bucket of soapy water for a day or so. I love bone broth.
That's my favorite.
Tamara says to Milkmaid, yes, I love the Classico jars are great size for canning meat in PC. The ones we have are pint and a half size.
I thought Did she answer me in the other chat? I wonder if it was her.
Maybe.
Because they're thick glass.
A pint and a half are awesome because there's no shoulder. You can put whatever you want to in there and it comes right out.
Yeah.
That's the ones I showed you guys that I had my sausage in that I'm going to do meatloaf in next time.
Ghost, if you want, I'll send you some loofah seeds.
You said you were going to.
Yeah, I'll do it. Well,
yeah.
I need to dig out all my seeds because I'm going to go through it because there's some people that I want to send some seeds to.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm drying out, getting a little package together. That's what I'm doing now, drying out seeds from my garden this year. I'm making little care packages for you guys.
I always worry though that I'll send dud seeds. Like that's my biggest fear. So I might do a germination test and see if they germinate.
Yeah.
Talking of garden stuff, I'm looking forward to seeing the Gemma bunny.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen the Gemma bunny yet.
Pretty and black. I just got to figure out which one's the girl. I'm gonna sex them tomorrow because I got to move. I'll sex them tomorrow, and then I'll take pictures and post it on the community page.
Okay.
Have you decided what you're gonna name her?
No, I'm trying to think. But I can't wait to see the bunny because I've been watching them bunny videos, so I'm looking forward to seeing.
Well, they're solid black, but the tips of her fur is red, and like their feet has a red tinge to them.
Really?
Really pretty color. Yeah, it's like 4/5 of their hair from their skin growing out. 4/5 of it is solid black, and then the very tips of it are like red. So look at them in the sunlight, like sideways. They have like a red glow to them. It's pretty cool.
That is neat. I don't think I've seen that before.
I don't know how you get a solid black rabbit, a brown rabbit, and a white rabbit.
G2 says, going to have to say goodnight. 12 hours of driving tomorrow, peeps. Much love to the Canimals.
Hi, G2. Thanks for everything. I appreciate it.
Good night, G2.
Bye, hon.
Triple 101 says, when I used to use the LSD back in the 80s, I seen lots and lots of Gemma bunnies.
$100 a pop.
Who remembers that cantaloupe I was talking about? I got you, brother. Just hit me up an email.
You're cheeky, Prepper 101. You're cheeky.
Of course he is. What's up, 101?
I haven't seen him in forever.
Wasn't he here last week? Didn't he pop in last week?
Did he? Well, that feels
he did,
forever.
yeah.
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 We've had storage on a lot of stuff, and now apparently we're meant to be getting a week full of snow next week, so that's gonna be fun. Woohoo!
Yeah.
We don't get snow here, so for us, we're on extreme cold weather warning.
Nice.
Right now.
I like snow in moderation. It makes in winter here it just rains and then there's mud and ice and mud and ice and it goes back and forth all the time. So when it snows, I'm like, thank goodness it's not brown anymore.
My the last time my windows were closed was sometime in September. They've been open nonstop for like 3 weeks. It's been so nice. But we got a cold front moving in, so that's going to change.
We've been wanting to get our chimney liner so that we can hook up our wood stove, and have been waiting because it has this top, and we figured when they came to redo our roof, because we have to get the roof redone, because I don't know if you guys ever noticed this. You see that spot right there on my ceiling?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got leaks. So they're going to redo that, and then we have to redo all that other stuff. So that's going to be a lot of work. But when they do that, I can hook up my wood stove, and we've got a big old pile of wood that we've been splitting and working on. Because last year, our propane bill was 1,800 for the whole winter. And that was when propane was at like 215, 220. Now it's like 270 or more.
Yep,
So yeah, we gotta get that done.
definitely.
And Sophia says, "I'll be lurking here, getting ready to go on these hard as usual get out butternut squashes." Nice.
They are hard. Is she gonna can them? I thought she said she was gonna can them somewhere.
I thought that's what she
Hey,
said.
Moonchild.
Moonchild, what's going on, sweetie?
Hey, girl. It's still not strong funneling.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 10 minutes since it just started spurting steam, and now it's still not strong.
Hello, Native Voice.
What's up, Nate? Yeah, sure you are. We don't believe you. You're sitting in front of the television playing like Nintendo or something. You're not even canning.
Hello, Yankee Watchdog.
Yeah, Sophia's pressure canning them.
Oh yeah. I'm curious how that turns out. Butternut
Hello,
is
Phoenix.
really yummy. Sorry.
Milton Root says, "When we use our gloss hop, it takes forever." Okay.
I think that's pretty quick. But I put it on my super boil burner. I have one burner on the side that's like nuclear powered. Like it's insane. It's like it even says like fast boil or quick boil or
He goes to check. See, mine's gas. It should heat up, but this freaking canner's so big. Plus, it's double stacked.
Ghost, you'll have to send me a link to your shirt where you got it from, because I want one.
I found it on Amazon a couple years ago.
Okay.
I'm totally canning. Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Watch him turn it on. He's got like 50 jars on the counter, all popping and pinging.
Uh-huh.
Hey, so have you thought about Monday night?
About what I'm gonna do?
The setup?
Oh crap! I keep forgetting about that. What that show starts at what time?
Oh, I think it's 9.
9. Okay, cool. I can still do my show and make it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I thought about it, but I don't.
I'm staying up late. That's how I know.
It's
Past
me,
my
you, and
bedtime.
Hutch, right? Me, you, and Hutch. Yeah.
Y'all gonna whoop me.
I don't know, man. Just depends on what scenario you get. Because I know Native's gonna come out hard at me and at Hutch. They'll probably give you like a really good one.
Yeah.
Why would people not want to see you, milkmaid? Like you're a really nice lady.
But I'm sorry, you broke up.
I said, who wouldn't want to see you? You're a really nice lady.
Oh, thank you. I try to be nice. I'm also gonna try to whoop Ghost's ass. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Those were some good scenarios that he put out last week, though. Like they were really good. I was like, man, I hope I
And
get
the
one like that.
caviar.
Yeah.
That cracks me up every time.
Yeah.
I've never had caviar.
I have never again.
Was
No.
it gross?
It was gross.
What does it taste like?
Like to me, it was bitter. It was lumpy. It just tasted like eating plastic. It was gross.
Plastic. Well, I'll pass.
Because they serve caviar up as part of my I think you guys call it elementary school, but when I left high school, as part of our dinner, they gave us caviar as like a starter, and then they're like, oh, eat this, it's good for you. And I tried 2 mouthfuls. I was like, yeah, no, there's no way I'm eating that.
Yeah.
So it was gross. I was like, nope.
I had this rich friend growing up, right? And her mom one day was complaining that she had bought like a little jar. It was like a couple $100 for this little tiny jar of caviar, and her son ate the whole freaking thing, and she was very angry. Like, rich people problems.
Kamaina? Am I pronouncing that right? Kamaina? Is it Hawaiian? What is that?
Kamaina?
I don't know. Hey, off the wall.
That's a really cool name. If that's like a name or word or whatever, it's like really cool.
I'm trying to figure out how you would pronounce it.
Kamaina.
Kamaina?
I like some.
That would
Hey,
be cool. If it's Hawaiian, it'd be.
How you doing, Nikki?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Off the wall, what's going on? The link's up there. Hey, I was right. It is Hawaiian. Kamaiana. I have to look it up.
Nice.
All them Hawaiian words mean like really cool stuff.
I wish I could tell you my sister's last name that she took.
Kamaiana.
What'd you
Oh,
say,
Kamaiana. Okay.
It's Samoan. Nobody can pronounce it.
Yeah, Samoans
It's a
are.
beautiful name.
I think it's pronounced Kamaiana, I think.
Kamaaina.
Call that a good sense.
Kamaaina.
Yes.
It's right there.
Kamaiana. Okay.
Kamaaina.
Ah, pretty. She's probably like, these people are butchering my name.
Those damn Hallies.
Right?
Militant roots. I lived in Pearl City in the 80s. Maybe we went to school together. That'd be crazy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we lived right in Pearl City.
Nice.
Pacific Palisades.
Mahalo.
I tend to butcher foreign languages. Or not foreign languages, but other dialects and languages.
Right. Lived in Wahio.
Wahiowa.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I pronounce it.
Wahiowa is cool. Yeah.
We had the potential to get stationed in Hawaii one time. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen though.
Nope. My uncle lived out there for several years.
In Hawaii?
Yeah, he was stationed out there with the 25th.
Nice.
A lot of people don't leave.
Bear. Yeah.
What? What'd you say?
Many people, they don't leave. Yeah.
Hey, Ghost. What's up?
What's going on?
Hi.
That was a wild one earlier.
Yeah, it was.
I'm still standing, though.
I was trying to listen and get my food and everything cooked and ready at the same time.
I popped in for a sec, man.
I didn't know if I'd be standing afterwards, but the trolls were in there deep.
Oh, yeah.
So what's everybody cooking?
What we started doing is we had to label our names because everybody asks every 10 minutes. So we started putting what we're doing.
I see it. Excuse me. Sorry. And that's a good idea. That's a good idea, though, because like you know, the last few shows, people didn't know, and I seen your new show going up. That's cool. Hi, Nikki. What's up?
Because it was like usually on these streams, like every 10 minutes, somebody would pop in that hadn't been here to hear what we're doing, and they would ask, "What are y'all canning?"
Well, see,
So
I had to
over and
ask
over.
before I read. Hold on, let me go off the chat, and I'm going to put what I'm cooking. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. Rip Curl, my grandfather lives in Kailua Kona to this day. He got stationed to Hawaii in the 50s. He's from Texas, and he has never left. He moved to the Big Island and never left. It's been about 70 years.
Never been there. I want to.
Bug soup. How did I know that? I thought TJ was gonna puke on camera tonight.
Yeah, and she stayed and went backstage, and she was like,
no.
"What?" Go ahead, drop a few in there, Nikki.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, actually, I just got done making. We had a salad, and I made tacos, and we're watching some bizarre movie. And I stepped out on the porch. I was like, I'm gonna go at least say hi for a minute. 7 hours last night, Ghost. I don't know. I think we were losing our minds. It was fun though. 7 hour live. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Is that after working all day too?
No, well, no, I worked half a day yesterday.
Yeah.
But it was still. I woke up this morning. I felt like I had a YouTube hangover.
Yeah.
Did you have to take potty breaks?
Yeah. I was like, cam off. I was like, oops, I gotta go. I'll be back.
I popped in early
and refills of coffee and water, and we were gonna make popcorn. We were gonna make popcorn.
You guys were going from dinner time, my time, to when I went to bed. I popped in, and you were still going, and I saw Ghost was back, and I was like, "Oh man!"
What was really funny though last night? What was really funny is like Ghost left, and then he came back, and then we're like, people are talking and stuff, and then he was on like first last night.
I did. I did the first 2 hours with her. I did the first 2 hours with Off the Wall. Then I went over with Tribe for a couple hours, and I came back off the wall for the rest of the.
Yeah, but what was really funny is like people were going to bed and waking up, and they're like, "You guys are still on?" We're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It was funny. It was a good time, that's for sure.
I'll have to listen to the rest of it because I did 2 hours of it today.
Ghost had a different side of him come out last night. It was like, where did you come from, man?
All I remember from that stream is booty duty. That's it. That's all I remember.
Don't go there. Don't go there, Ghost.
That's all I remember.
You're cooking. It's all about canning tonight.
I was
I'm
like,
definitely going back to watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or the rest of it because I did like at least
Italian
2 hours
sausage, hamburger,
cherries,
pork. It was a good time though.
Almost lost my jiggler.
I can pass for a couple months on a 7-hour live though.
Yeah.
Like some of those guys, like I think it's dangerous. Like they be getting drunk and partying and stuff, and I'm like, there's nothing about preps or canning or food or anything. And really, with everything going on, we all need to be canning. I'm going tomorrow, Ghost. I'm going to go look for a canner if we can find one.
Yeah.
You put the pressure on.
And then you put the jiggler on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Ah, Suzanne, you quick.
Yeah, she nailed that one fast.
Right?
So how many people you got in here?
I
can't really see it.
Right now, 50, I think. Yeah, 50 is what it says. 50.
And this is where really, like, I don't understand why there's not like hundreds of people in here learning.
Well, we were at 80 earlier, and then it dropped off.
People come and go.
Yeah. I'm going to start dropping it on my channel, though. I think it's important that people get over here and watch and learn and talk to you all that have been doing it a long time. I mean, it's important.
And there's been a couple streams we've had, like when Rudy was on here, we had like a couple of hundred, and then Rip Curl came on here and brought some people. We were up in the 150 mark.
Yeah,
Honestly,
just remember when you like tonight when we got into like there was like 700 and some on there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had the trolls coming out of the YouTube nooks and crannies. Like it was like, oh my gosh.
I popped in for a second, but when chats move that fast, I can't. Plus, I was trying to get ready for this too.
But to be honest with you, with this stream, I don't even watch the number to see how many people are in here. If we're having a good conversation with the chat and we got people canning, I don't even pay attention to the numbers because I'm going to do it anyway. It's not like I'm going to shut
I know
down
we talked about that.
Yeah.
I just think that more people should join in on the canning thing and like learn.
Yeah. I mean, some weeks are better than others. You know?
V Solo just pulled up her lamb stew. Yes.
What?
Yes. All the jars are popping. Rock on, V.
Nice. That's classic cannon right there.
Yeah, except V, you should have been up here letting us hear the jars pop.
I know, right? I want to hear your pop.
You should have been here with us. That even went with the thumbnail that I put for the stream. With the jars popping. That was a cool thumbnail with the sea line or whatever it was.
I want to share your nuggets thing on my channel too. I'm going to put it on the community page. I mean, I just think it's a great idea. Kind of keep people informed of what's going on and stuff. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, if I can get the other content creators to let me know what they're doing, I'll more than welcome. I'll post everything. You know what I'm saying? And, give like almost like a little news channel for the prepping community where you can go in and hit the hot topics, let everybody know what's going on, who's doing what. If somebody's supposed to go live but had to cancel it, because now you don't even get your notifications. So it's up to us to notify each other when somebody's going live or what they're doing. Because lots of times,
and we kind of have a schedule on our channel. Like I try to keep to the schedule.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that way people kind of know what's going on. And I always say it at the beginning of every live too. But I think your idea is really good.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It may work, it may not. We'll see. But whatever. I'm going to do it anyway.
Right.
I'm going to do it. If it works, great. If it don't, whatever.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go enjoy a movie with dragonflies, and we're drinking a little wine and
drinking some wine, eating some grasshoppers. It's a good night.
Yeah, and I got to finish up my bug. I got to finish up my bug soup, and I think that's what I'll can first, if possible. I wonder if I could can my bug. That'd be very interesting. That'd put a little twist in the canning party, wouldn't it?
Would. For real.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. I'll check in on you later. Okay.
All right. Good night.
All right. Bye.
Night.
Hey, V Solo, I'm really proud of you for doing that. And anytime, if you want to pop up, you don't have to have your camera on the whole time. Just say hi. It's really cool you did that.
Yeah.
Pop up here right now. The link's posted at the top of the chat. Just click it and come on up.
Yeah. You could just show us your jars. Pretty cool.
Yeah, come on up and just show us your finished product.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Plus, the first time you click on that link, it's a little confusing. At least it was for me. But it does kind of
broke the internet again.
Uh-oh. Am I freezing?
You're not freezing.
A little
you're
bit,
just
but we can hear you.
Yeah, you're just buffering real bad.
Yeah.
I still hear you.
Now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can see that. Now you got perfect camera.
I know. You keep freezing in really sexy positions. It's not helping. You got to stay in a constant poker face, girl.
I don't think I have those faces on. Oh, jeez. I tried sticking my finger up my nose. It didn't freeze on that?
Nope.
Dang. Well, hold on. Let me see if my phone... Yeah, it's overheating. Let me try something, okay? Y'all can stare at my ceiling.
Stick your phone, in a bucket of cold water, but make sure the camera's facing out so we can see you.
Right. Yeah, right.
In And a bucket of cold water, huh?
Yeah. Like, well, first
That-
put it
that
in
was
like a
sure.
Ziploc bag, right? Yeah. Put it in the Ziploc bag and then
Oh.
put it in the cold water. Yeah.
So
Y'all ain't
then you
right.
get like a wide angle bubble
Yeah, we
face.
get like this cool milkmaid special effect going on underwater.
Well, and my other problem is, all right, I'm going to show you this if my camera will actually work. This is what you guys set on each time.
Oh, yeah.
What?
A box with an egg crate. You see that?
Yeah.
I've got a high-speed setup, man.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna take off my camera and see if that works for a little bit. Yeah. If I can get my freaking thing to do it. There you go. Can y'all hear me?
Nikki, has your stuff come to pressure yet, Nikki?
What?
How are you doing? How is your stuff heated up?
Yes, it's going.
Okay.
It's going.
Okay, yeah, I
It's
can see it.
loud right behind me. Is that too loud? You can mute me if it's too loud.
There, I see the steam. Okay, I see it. I see it.
It's going. You might also hear the chili bubbling back there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, them beans will do that. They'll make it bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, I've got dinner ready.
Look at there.
So I don't know. The lighting might be messed up. Let me see.
Looks good.
So
Yum.
pork loin and the onion. I put a lid on the Brussels, otherwise they would burn. And then these fingerling potatoes, they're all roasted up. I'll let it rest for a while, or the meat will throw out all the juices. But oh yeah, it can't be bad. I just turned off the cherries as well, and I can open this lid. I mean, I turned them off a little bit ago, but I can still hear the water moving. So I'm not gonna mess with this lid for a minute. And I'm going to feed my people right quick, but I'll be right back to open this, okay?
Okie doke.
Sounds good. Looks yummy. Like really yummy.
Like really yummy? Not just like yummy, but really
Like-
yummy.
Like I haven't had dinner and that looks really, really yummy.
It's the top level of yum. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That hunk of meat sure did look moistier too.
Uh-huh. It sure did. Delicious.
Delicious.
Honestly, I'm thinking maybe I should cook something, but I don't know. Maybe Nikki will share her chili.
I will.
I'm sure it's big pot.
He's tasting it. I don't know if y'all can see him. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can see him.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's hotter than hell, man.
Good?
And spicy.
Please.
I did. I put some homegrown cayennes in there, so he was like, in there.
Nice.
Watchdog says yummy square.
Yeah.
Yummy cute.
The square root of yummy.
Loose was bulk sausage that I made, so I could can it for like zuppa toscana soup or something like that. Yeah, night cake.
Zuppa Toscana is kind of like Italian wedding soup, isn't it?
No, Italian wedding soup has meatballs and pot. Zuppa Toscana basically just has Italian sausage, kale, and potatoes, and it's creamy and delicious.
Was it really fast? I thought it was like at least 15, 20 minutes.
What?
Could be wrong. I don't know. Who wants to know how did that cook so fast? Anyone know what kind of oven Virginia has? Probably that all-American. I mean, you got the ancient canner that's nuclear powered, so her oven's probably the same way.
I have a gas oven, and I did 450 for 25 minutes. And I put the potatoes toward the back of the oven because the back of the oven's hotter, and covered the Brussels and put the meat in the middle.
She did a Tim Taylor on it.
Yeah.
She did a Tim Taylor on it. She's a Tim Taylor. She amped it up a little bit.
Oh, sorry, it's an electric oven. I have a gas range. I'm tripping. Electric oven, but I cranked it. Yeah.
So it's
Cranked.
electric and gas. So she crossed the
Yes.
wires up. She ran a few extra pipes. She jacked
Yep.
up the carburetor a little bit. Different exhaust. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I was gonna say it's just because it's Virginia cooking. I mean, come on now.
Milk
Does
Maid, I'll
it
bring
really-
you a plate, girl.
I think it was at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll bring you a plate. I'm actually my family's caterer for holidays, for birthdays. I even catered my sister's wedding, 150 people, and yeah,
That
food
had
is
to
my
have been a long
passion. If
day.
I had to choose something for a career, it'd be food somehow.
I used to work for a caterer.
It's fun, right?
As a teen, especially fun.
EMT
Well,
firefighter
hard
is
work.
EMT firefighter has got it going on. He's fixing to cook up some stuff. Grabbed my charcoal preps tonight. Decided on 100 pounds of charcoal, 28-pound bag or 20-pound bags. Therefore, headed out to cook some chicken over charcoal shortly.
Love how I
Wow,
said
EMT.
therefore.
That's good stuff.
Awesome.
EMT is a very smart dude. He's awesome.
Uh-huh. Notice this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, catering was fun, man. Especially the weddings when everybody would get drunk. Except for the creepy old men.
Oh yeah.
Not you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, of course not.
I'm joking.
When I was in the Army station in upstate New York, it would get so cold. You know, this is before they invented those little heat packs, the hot hands and stuff. We used to take 9-volt batteries, take two 9-volt batteries, and plug them in against each other, and hold them inside your hands. But you got to remember to unplug them before they blow up. But yeah, they get really good.
Well, you
That's
have
a
to
true
count.
story, by the way. Huh?
You have to count.
No, you can look at the battery, and you'll start seeing when it starts to expand.
Oh. Yeah, I heard some stories about cold nights in Korea.
Yeah, we do dumb shit to stay warm in the Army,
Uh-huh.
like dangerous stuff.
Yeah. I heard something about old MREs, the heater
heat
things.
Yeah, the heat tabs. Yeah.
Yeah. I was entertained. I was feeding the pigs when I was listening to that, but I was like, this is cool. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, we make really good MRE bombs with those bad boys. Those were fun.
Little cookbook type stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to have Jiggle here.
What? You had a jiggle? Oh no.
There she goes.
Be right back.
I gotta babysit it for a sec. Oh dang, they left you alone, Nikki?
Oh, did they? Oh, did y'all? Okay. That's fine. I'm here.
I'm here
That's
too.
fine. I'm here. It's been a long day, y'all. We have the grands.
Uh-huh.
Both of them are sick. Everybody, my daughter and son-in-law are sick, and the kids are, colds or whatever.
Right.
And everybody's fussy and cranky, and so I'm just tired. Tired. Papa's had them in there. He did a good job so far.
He's a good man, I can tell.
Yeah. You put the baby down, and and Benson's in there probably still either watching SpongeBob or playing Xbox or something. Or probably watching us. Actually, I think he's in there watching us because he's a big fan of YouTube. He's
Oh,
six.
is
He's like, he was talking to me the other day or one day about some channel he watches on YouTube, and he's like, he pretends he's a YouTuber. He's obviously not. He doesn't have a channel. He's six, but he's like, share, and subscribe. And I'm like, oh, Lord. I mean, he's sick,
Yeah.
I'm so old. Makes me feel so old.
Oh, yeah, they do make you feel old. But we're not. We're young.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
That
That's
one
okay
song,
though.
We Are Young.
Oh, you're right. That's okay though.
What is that? Love is a Battlefield? About that song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that's gonna be stuck in my head. We're really showing. Well, okay, maybe we are showing our age now for sure.
Right.
Oh wow, that's funny.
That jiggler too loud.
Fine. Avalanche Smith, welcome to the show.
Oh hey, yep.
What?
That's a new person. I've never. I'm okay. Oh,
That
wow.
is true. And I think over in India and places like that, that's still how they heat their homes and how they cook their food.
Oh, yeah. Little House on the Prairie. Didn't they do something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They still do it, I think, in India and places like that.
You know, it makes sense if you see a dried out cow patty. It's mostly just fiber.
Yeah. Hey, Avalanche Knit, my pressure canner finally arrived. Awesome.
Yay!
So that means we will see you next Saturday. Just saying.
Hey,
We got room.
Don't wait several months like me and Nikki and everybody else on the face of the earth does. Just jump in.
Yep. We're working on density cooking, eating pressure, charcoal, wood pellets. Nice.
Very nice.
The native jars come out. Yeah, hey, Shannon, he's playing Nintendo or Wii or something like that. Got a bag of Doritos and a rum and Coke sitting beside him.
I hate doing math with time. 57 plus 18.
I'm getting close. I think I got about 13 minutes left.
Well, I've got a whole whopping 75 to go.
Man,
Y'all be done way before me, as usual.
you should just start doing it on like Friday night, maybe. And then by the
Right.
time we log in Saturday, we'll be around the same time.
right.
Well, I mean, I was trying to get them all like jarred up and everything before we went live, but yeah,
Right.
no, I had a stomach ache, so I just kind of laid down for a little bit. It's Saturday.
It is.
I'm allowed to indulge a little, right?
Of course. Indulge all you want.
Plus, we got to bed at like 10, and then we woke up at like 3. So yeah, long day.
Yeah. I was just checking YouTube, right, to see where everybody's at tonight. Just must be an off night for YouTube. Because right now, the only people that are live is Prepper Steading. He's got 14 people. Dangerous Freedom has 28. Appalachian PA has 30. And then we've got like 46 right now. Yeah, there's a whole lot of people. Ain't nothing really good. I guess everybody's just like chilling at home tonight. It might be date night.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe not at home.
All right.
I know, like with our change in schedule, he actually has weekends off. So sometimes I'm not always like we actually have a life now, somewhat.
Good job, Avalanche. I started with I think I started with potatoes. I think several people started with potatoes. But just pick something you like, give it a shot. Got nothing to lose.
Potatoes are easy. Honestly, meat's pretty easy, in my opinion.
Pretty
Yeah.
much the only thing that really changes in the canning process is getting it ready. Once you put it in the machine, I mean, you don't really have to do anything other than pay attention.
That's why you should do it with us. That way you can be entertained and informed while doing it. Because otherwise you just sit there and you stare at it nervously.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I
Prepper Tribe and Nisi, their canner sat on the shelf for 13 years before they used it with us for the first time.
That cracked me up.
I was like, how long? Like 13 years. Mine wasn't in my house 13 minutes before I had water in it. I was like ready. As soon as it came, it's coming out the box, going on the stove. I'm making something.
Well, but you're like super BA Ghost. You do realize this, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Like mine sat there for probably about 4 or 5 months. I kept making excuses like I need to get extra jigglers.
Like my canner came in the afternoon. I got home from where it was. It came in the afternoon, and I was canning food the next day. Like at 8 in the morning, I got up and started canning.
Yeah.
No, mine sat there for several weeks while I was watching y'all, and I'm not ready. Not ready.
Well, I just knew if I didn't do it as soon as I got it and go ahead and get over the hump, I probably never would. It's like my dehydrator. I've had it for like a year and a half. It's never come out of the box. It's just in the basement. It's still in the box. I need to pull it out and start dehydrating stuff.
Ghost, let's do a dehydrating stream, except that might take 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
That's like
Whoa.
How about a loading? There you go.
the unboxing. We'll do a stream of the unboxing of the dehydrator. Yes, avalanche fish can be canned. I've never canned fish before. Because I eat tuna fish and stuff like that, and I eat a lot of tilapia, but I like it fresh. I've just never canned it before. But I do know there are plenty of recipes online, and the National Center for Home Food Preservation has the guidelines for all the ways to can fish and stuff. But I've never canned fish. Klingon Princess, mine's still in my Amazon cart. What?
Click the buy now.
Local Dollar Tree had packs of hot dogs on sale for 25 cents a pack. Wow. That's the best buy dates in a week. Bought 15 packs, freezer can, All American 930. Whoa. Honestly, if you got 15 packs, like I love hot dogs, and what we do is we dice them up and we mix them in with pork and beans. Yeah, we call it pork and beans and weenies over rice. I would go ahead and get me a bunch of pork and beans, and I would can up every bit of it.
Yep.
I got several cases of it in the basement, pork and beans and weenies. I can the hot dogs, and they're delicious.
We called them beanie weenies.
Yeah, same thing. Beanie weenies. I love beanie weenies. You kidding me? You talking about a cheap meal that fills you up over rice?
Pennsylvania. Did EMT get an antique canner like I did? I missed some of the chat for the last minute. Nice.
It's a 25-year-old 930.
I love that, PA.
Nobody has one as old as you, Virginia.
Yeah. She has the dinosaur canner.
Yours is coming up on 100 years old.
007.
The super spy canner.
You never know what'll come out of that thing. You never know what to find.
Pork and beans and canning. I love mixing pork and beans and weenies.
That is a good idea, especially over rice. You're talking my language. I put everything over rice. I'm a Japanese girl. There's a pot of rice always available,
Every single a day does not go by, especially when I was growing up, where there wasn't rice and beans or rice and something on the table. That we either had it for lunch, dinner, usually both.
Sure.
I mean, I grew up rice and beans, rice and beans, rice and beans. It's cheap, good for you, healthy. I mean, you can legit live on eating rice and beans.
A lot of the world does.
Mm-hmm.
You get everything you need from rice and beans.
Wait, Native has lids coming off? or the top come
Whatever,
off.
native. Wait, native. Better not be taking the lids off. They need to sit for 24 hours. If you were legit
Pigs.
canner. Or you mean the lid of your canner is coming off?
Yeah.
Pixar, it didn't happen. Come on.
Yeah. He's playing Wii. He's eating Doritos, playing Wii, drinking a rum and coke. He ain't canning. Who asked, have I ever used barbecue sauce in the beanie weenies? Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something. If you've not done it with mustard, I use barbecue sauce,
Ooh, yeah.
mustard, and a little bit of syrup, pancake syrup.
Oh yeah.
It thickens it up, and it not it
Oh, I
doesn't
wouldn't do
change
the syrup.
The
Mustard?
syrup part. I use syrup anytime I do barbecue sauce because it makes it stick to the meat. It makes it stick to whatever you're doing. The sweetness doesn't change the flavor. It just makes it more moistier.
Moistier?
How many ways can we get Ghost to say moist?
I'm working on it. That's Milkmaid's fault. That's Milkmaid's word. She made that up. Moistier.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Can't remember when.
The jiggler gets moist.
Mhm.
Oh, Lord.
Right?
Mine does too, especially when it jiggles.
100%.
The roots, the syrup is good. I use syrup on lots of stuff, like just to make whatever especially if I'm like basting things or doing something like that. It's like even my pulled pork, I make my red wine vinegar and hot pepper flakes is what I baste it in. But before I do that, I'll brush. I probably that whole big Boston butt. I think maybe it was a tablespoon of syrup, but I brush it over the top of the butt when it's in the roaster. And then I marinate it, and it makes the pepper flakes and all that good stuff stick to the meat.
See, I'm barbecue confused, I think, because I like pretty much every barbecue type sauce,
Right.
unless it's like super sappy sweet. Then I can't handle it. But
I don't
like
do
the
sweet
smoky, the spicy, because I want to
I'm
find a good recipe and make it.
Carolina, it's about the mustard and the vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all about the mustard and the vinegar.
Savory. I think Carolina is the better, unless you have a really good dry rub.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of the restaurant we went to not too long ago. It was for my daughter's birthday because we never go out.
Yeah, let's check this faker out. All right, faker.
Fake canner.
Faker. Look, he's got cold water in there. He went and grabbed shit off the shelf and stuck it in there real quick.
I don't see any steam.
It ain't even steaming, and there's no lights on the stove. All right, grab it with your bare hand. It ain't bubbling. It ain't even bubbling. Grab it with your bare hand, faker.
I'm not gonna be all trendy anymore.
Yes, you are. What do you got in there?
Roasted
I was just doing taters and carrots tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the quart jars.
Very nice. I've yet to can carrots.
It works so good.
I mean, I guess I've done it in like stews and stuff.
Oh, are those
Nice.
cold? I love it.
Very
Oh,
nice.
good.
I had a little bit of carrots left, and I didn't want to waste them, so I put them in the bottom. And I got I had some lima beans.
Oh yeah.
Like some
Oh.
frozen lima beans. So I just threw them in there. They turned out pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good.
Yep.
I haven't lost a jar yet. I must be doing something.
There you go.
Give it a few weeks.
You better knock on some wood.
Knock your head real quick.
Nice. Oh wow.
I got a question. Last time I did carrots, some of them floated to the top, and some of them didn't. Some of them were on the bottom.
They'll all eventually settle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll
They
go
will?
out eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. Sheila says, I'm late. I got my Boston button at canner now. You go, Sheila. The link's at the top of the chat. If you want to come up and share your experiences with us, we'd love to have you.
Rock
Yeah,
on,
come on.
Sheila.
Tabby Cat.
Oh,
What's going
nice,
on?
Sheila.
What's going on, Tabby Cat? Welcome, welcome. Heard a ping. Heard a ping. Avalanche heard a ping.
Yeah.
Ping, ping, ping.
Those pings are the best.
What's really funny is when you're pulling a jar out and it pings while you're picking it up and it scares the crap out of you. Jar pops. Yeah, I've almost dropped a jar that way. Like right when I'm picking it up, it pings.
Yeah, that'll scare you.
Hey, Bug Dude made it. What's going on, Bug?
Hey, Bug.
Hey, Bug.
Bug dude.
Hey, Bud
I'm
Dude.
proud of you, Native. You've been kicking it ever since you got going. That's awesome.
Thanks, Rich.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
thanks to Ghost Prepper and the Canimals, I can now.
It's
You can.
addictive, right?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
That's legit. All tribes. That's all tribes been doing for like the last 3 weeks is canning shit. Every day he's putting out
Tribe
videos
is
of
a
jars.
madman, dude. He's canning
Holy
every day. Yeah.
Every day he's canning. I'm like, man, he said he's sending me pictures of jars he bought and all his infusers
Right.
and all this other stuff. I'm like, dude, don't tell me how that stuff works. All I know how to do is can. He's all over it.
I know.
He's
I
about to
want
go
to.
new.
How do those infusers work? What is it
I don't
for?
know.
What are you guys using?
I don't know. I've never used it. I have no clue. I don't know how it works. I'm
Me
old
too. I
school,
want
man.
to see that.
I'm old school milk and potatoes. Meat and potatoes.
Sorry, I'm moving y'all out of the kitchen. It's loud.
I just turned the heat off to mine. I hit my hour and a half.
Nice.
Braggart.
I love her. Milkmaid. I'm telling you, man.
Swear I'm like having a can the night before and
It's all right.
stuff.
We believe you, girl.
Hey, you ain't
I'm
taking the rings off, are you?
Do it?
You ain't taking those rings off, are you?
No, I always play with them to see which ones are tight and which ones aren't.
Oh, yeah. Don't take them things off for a full day.
I won't.
Okay.
I always listen to my professor. I got this. Anyway, I just want to jump on and show y'all me taking them out because y'all are picking on me.
He's calling you a faker for the next week. He's like, man, if I don't get on there and show them, they're going to be calling me a faker all week long. Until we
I
go there.
know it. I know it. Nah, I've been doing family time tonight, but I've been listening to y'all and reading chat the whole time I was canning.
All right.
Rock on, Native.
Well done.
All right, love y'all, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Glad
Be
to
safe.
see you.
Bye.
Good job.
Say bye to Lady Rowan for me.
Right?
I'm gonna flip y'all around.
Oh, girl. Yeah, that is so cool. Man, he's doing so good.
My hair's all kinds of crazy. Sorry. I'm gonna turn this off for a second and fix it.
Canned venison, 25 years. However, never canned chicken until watching this channel. Therefore, a definite thanks to a bunch of. Hey, anytime, brother.
Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping we get venison this year and we can can it up.
Avalanche, they should be finger tight. And finger tight is different to everybody. Like the way I do it is I screw it on till it catches, and then I just give it a quick, 2 or 3 pound twist. Not very hard yeah. It finger tight is what you would never ever do to any kind of jar that you were putting the lid on. Okay, it's below that. Right? You know what I mean? It's like you want to go, man. I hope that thing works. I hope it stays on there. That's how tight you want it to be.
Well, it depends.
And you won't really know until you do it. What you?
For me, I get a little grip on it.
I don't, because I stitched them down before, and it took me 2 weeks to get rings off.
Well,
I feel weird talking about grips, but I think for me, as soon as it catches, I go about another inch so that it's not like Ghost said, you would never shut a jar this way, so you're not fully tightening it. But I do
Right.
let it catch pretty good, and then go about
Oh
an
yeah,
inch.
yeah. I put it on until it catches, and then I give it a nice little,
Yep.
but not. I don't crank down on it.
Yep.
Because you're a dude.
Oh, that's a good question, Avalanche. Basically, yeah, I would say it would eventually leak. Yeah.
If it shifts over in the canner while in the canning process, yeah, it's going to be completely all out of it. Yeah. And that's why if your canner holds 7-quart jars and you've only got enough stuff for 6, then you fill up the 7th jar full of water and just sit it in there with them to hold the space so the jars don't tip over.
But also regarding doing it finger tight,
right?
You say like in a gauge, finger tight. If you tipped it, it would still leak. It probably would. Yes, you see what I'm saying? Not just in the canner, but in general.
Yeah.
It's over a little time, like not right away, but over a little time. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never tested that theory. I mean, I know I've tightened them too tight, and to me, it wasn't even very tight, and I couldn't get the rings off once it sealed. It was like crazy.
Oh,
they were like welded shut. And I've put them on before, like you did 2 weeks ago, Roots, and didn't have it tight enough, and it backed off. The ring backed off and blew the lid off in the canner. So it's kind of like a testing thing. I mean, you want it just tight enough to where the ring doesn't come off. You know what I mean? You want to hold the lid in place, but you don't want it to, be too tight because that's bad.
What's the worst that could happen if it's too tight? I've wondered that myself when I'm doing the rings. What's the worst that could happen? Is it just going to seal itself completely shut, or?
Well, if it's too tight, then it's not going to allow the contents inside to reach the right pressure. So it's going to blow that ring right out through the top. It'll probably explode, I would think, if you tighten it too much. I mean, I'm not positive. I don't know. I'm just saying. But because the only reason we're using a ring and a lid is because the lid's supposed to be able to move so the pressure can differentiate. That's how come you get siphoning sometimes. The ring's just there to hold the lid center so it doesn't slide off. You know what I mean? It's just holding it in the middle until it catches and seals. So at least that's the way my mind works. All that could be completely 100% wrong. Thank you, disclaimer.
Right. We are not professionals. We are giving our personal experiences, not professional.
The lid will dome up. It'll.
Oh, okay.
Here it is.
Like,
eating.
I've never seen
That's real chili.
I've done it. It legit domes up. What? Hang on. Don't go nowhere.
What you got, girl? Mmm.
Ooh, look at the beans, that chili.
She put beans in it.
There's no beans.
Beans don't go in chili.
No beans.
And that's a big ass pot of manwich. Go ahead, put some sloppy Joe on your muffin and have a great evening.
That's Texas chili right there.
You know what? One of our best friends, who's also on our barbecue team, Colby. He's not originally from Texas, but he's been here for a while. And we have this conversation and this argument. Not really. We love him. He puts beans in his damn chili, and you know what? It's okay. I love him anyway.
All right,
it's just fancy beans.
I mean, nobody needs a pot of hot dog topping that big. I mean, that is a huge amount of hot dog spread you got going on there.
Mm-hmm.
If you tasted it, you change your mind.
Oh, I've had it. I've tasted it. I love chili with no beans. I'm just giving y'all a hard time.
I'm you too, because I will totally eat some chili with beans as long as it tastes good. I'm cool.
Oh yeah. Well, what I do is I put like different kinds of beans. Like I'll put black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, and then cocoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cocoa's great in chili.
Under flavor,
Mm-hmm.
the wine.
No.
Yeah.
Really
I mean, chili without beans ain't a big deal. I mean, if you just said, "Hey, it's chili, but we don't put meat in it," then I don't want to talk to you anymore. As long as the meat's still there.
That's
Still-
true. Without meat, what would that be? I guess bean
Vegetarian
soup. 7
or
bean soup.
vegan, right? It'd be bean soup. I mean, I like bean soup.
I mean, I could just eat a whole bowl of cranberry beans or
I know
Yeah.
this sounds crazy, but
Right.
we man wants some sloppy Joe here. But I'll take a piece of white bread and I'll put a nice thick layer of mayonnaise on it, and then a piece of cheese, and then put the manwich on it and eat it that way. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's so nasty!" Yeah, try it. It's
Oh,
pretty
I do
good.
that.
I'm over here going, ooh, and he's over there shaking his head like, yeah, that's the way I eat it.
Yes.
A
Hey,
bit of
you got to
mayonnaise.
put on some raw onion too.
Oh, yeah.
He's Ghost face is like, yeah, I put raw onion on chili, on meat, on burgers. Raw onion.
Oh yeah, on the chili definitely, but on the sloppy Joe, I'd have to like I have to like saute it a little bit.
Oh, I do. I put raw onion on sloppy Joe all
Holy,
day.
hang on, what is this? Boiled peanut chili.
Ooh, that sounds good. No,
I
like
gotta
in
try
chili
that.
seasoning, I think. Like chili powder, I'm thinking.
I'm talking about putting boiled peanuts in the pot with the chili. I might have to try that. That sounds good actually.
Hey, soft
Yeah.
peanuts, why not? A
Of course,
peanut is a legume, just like peas. Peanuts are not nuts. They're a legume. They're technically a bean.
Bean soup is great. It just isn't chili.
Absolutely.
bean soup with ham.
Yes.
Mm.
Or sausage. I made a soup one time with black-eyed peas and sausage. That turned, and I think like collard greens or kale or something, and it turned
Right.
out pretty good.
Oh yeah, yummy, yummy.
And of course, onion, because that goes in everything.
White chicken chili. It's got milk in it. Could that be canon? White chicken chili has milk in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an amazing recipe for that one. I'll send it to you, Ghost.
Mine
I mean,
does.
I've
My
got the
mother-in-law's.
I've got the seasoning packet in the cabinet here. It don't. I didn't have to add any milk to it when I made it. It was water.
No.
I'm
Well,
out
if
on
you-
Avalanche. Was
I'm
there
like-
dried whey in the seasoning packet, like dried whey powder or dried milk powder in the seasoning packet?
Like I read it outside. Like I read it outside. Good. I looked at the picture. There was a pretty picture on the
Right.
front.
Typical male.
Yeah, no, I can just see Ghost. He goes down the aisle and he picks up the package and he's like looking at it, reading the ingredients, checking to make sure.
Tricycle mononucleoglomate. Yeah, nope. I'm like,
Monosodium
where's
glutamate.
the picture?
Yeah.
Where's the picture?
I say this as a notorious label reader, but anyway.
You don't have to put milk in it, but there are recipes with milk in it.
Well, then you better put the milk in after you can it, like when you open it to eat it, because you don't want to can it
Yeah.
on it for an hour and a half with milk in it.
Yeah, the milk will probably break up.
Yeah, you don't want to can anything with a thickener in it or milk. Do the milk afterwards if you want to add milk.
Hey, Stuart. I love Stuart. Timestamp is about 10 minutes ago for her chili.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Oh.
she showed it.
Yeah, show it again.
Yeah,
Hook up Stuart.
wants to see the real Tex because he's a Texan,
It looks so good.
Look at this big ass pot of hot dog topping.
Yeah.
Must be making hot dogs for the whole football team. That's a lot of hot dog spread.
Girl, yes.
I so want some.
Yeah, me too.
And I made jalapeno cheddar corn muffins too, of course.
Yum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Heck yeah.
I don't feel like I can see this. Really? I don't know.
Look to who?
Whatever.
Probably.
What did you say?
Says Buddy. I hand it to Buddy and he reads it to me from the grocery store shopping.
Label. Ooh, I guess.
Anybody else want to tackle that one?
Hanging.
I use citrus. I'm big on the oranges, not lemons, oranges.
To me, a lot of the toxins and flavors are stored in the fat of any given meat. So if you don't like some of that really strong flavor, I think it's in the fat. So drain it would be what I say. And then I load beef with garlic always.
Taco filler.
Y'all are wrong.
Yeah, with gamey stuff, I found I used to trick my kids before they were used to like having venison and stuff. I would play a game, is it beef or is it venison? And I would make a stew and I would put it in the crock pot and I put balsamic vinegar in it. And that tends to, I don't know,
You're
either
right.
cover the gaminess.
I mean,
No, vinegar pulls it
A
out.
little splash, yeah.
I've had different ways of doing it, but I just remember how my great uncle taught me how to hunt. I mean, if you're talking about getting the gamey out of meat and you're the one actually killing the meat, you want to go ahead and field strip it right there where you drop it.
Yep.
Dig the hole, clean it, get the guts out, bleed it out right there where you drop it, bury the stuff back up in the hole. Now what the carcass that used to weigh 160 pounds that you're going to drag out of the woods, now you can throw it over your shoulder. It only weighs about 120, maybe 110, maybe only 100. But it's easier to move. You got the blood out, then you bring it home, and I mean you butcher it up. And what we always used to do was just put it in ice cold water or put it in the fridge. We had a massive refrigerator in the garage that was for venison. We would go ahead and butcher it up, section it off, and just put it in the refrigerator and let it stay in the fridge for a couple of days. Then we would do the processing, kind of like what you do with the rabbits, but on a larger scale. You know what I mean? Process them, bleed them out as fast as possible, then let them rest.
Best venison I ever had, we hung 3 weeks. I mean, just the whole deer. Like, well, no, we gutted it and everything, but we took it over to a cooler. We had 3 deer. We just hung them all in that big cooler, walk-in cooler that a friend had. And there was zero gamey taste. Like, it did not taste like
Get the blood out quick. Yeah, get the blood and the organs out quick, and then get it nice and cold and let it rest for a while. That always works.
Yep.
So, I mean, the problem a lot of people make, though, is when they drop a deer in the woods, you know, they wrap a rope around its ankles and they drag it out on the 4-wheeler, or they throw it up on the hood of the 4-wheeler, or they throw it up on the hood of the car and drive it home. You know, in an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes later, they're hanging it up in the garage and they're going to stay. It's too late now. You let that blood sit in that carcass for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
You want to get the blood out and the organs out as fast as possible.
Well, if you're not personally processing your meat, my answer would be to use an acid. Ohio said to soak in milk, that the lactic acid will pull out some of that gaminess. Mustard is often used as a marinade on game meats because it'll also pull some of that out. Or vinegar, as Milkmaid said. So if you're not processing your own, you can't bleed it right away. You don't know exactly how it was processed, then use something vinegar based or acid, milk, vinegar, or mustard. I still say get the fat out. The fat, unless you're making sausage, but the latent fat when you're cooking it, that does hold a lot of that flavor.
Yeah.
I know, like, the best deer recipe I've ever done, other than the neck bone or the crock pot, you know, with the neck roast. That's a really good meal right there. But as deer shoulder, what I do is I add a deep bacon dish, like the big glass Pyrex. They're like 3 inches high. But I would take and lay out just edge to edge bacon, thick cut hickory smoked bacon, and I would take a mandarin orange and I would slice it about an inch thick. And I would layer the oranges on top of the bacon. Then I would put the shoulder on it. Then I put another layer of oranges on top, and then I wrap the bacon over with toothpicks, aluminum foil, low and slow in the oven on like 250 for like half a day. And you got gravy. You reach in and grab the bone and just shake it, and all the meat falls. It's the most delicious meat I ever had.
Citrus is a great idea. I think
I love
citrus
it.
is underused with meat.
Oh yeah.
So, like, there's this series on Living Web Farms YouTube channel where this lady, she used to run a butcher shop. She has actually written a couple of books on butchering and charcuterie and stuff like that. But she does this series of workshops for people where she goes over acids, salt, and fat.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the fourth one is fire, which is like the heating and how you cook things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fascinating series. Like, she goes into the nitty gritty, like, nerdy details that I love, and then explains how it all kind of works. And like, oh, it's fantastic. I love that whole series.
We
She
are
has one
awesome.
of the knives too.
We are awesome sauce. I know you awesome sauce.
Thank you, Tabby.
We're going to try to bottle it by Christmas.
Absolutely. It's patented.
Yeah.
I like the might have taken an ambulance ride in a body bag comment.
All right. That blows my mind. I just don't understand. If you're driving down the road and you hit a deer, if I was the guy driving and I hit the deer, you would never see that carcass on the side of the road. It's going in the car. It's going in the car, on the car, something. It's coming home.
Yeah.
Well, kind of depends. If you bust the gut,
Yeah.
just take the back straps.
Yeah, I mean, you can still get, you know, if I ran into a buck on the road and killed him, I'm pulling off into the median. I'm pulling my pocket knife out. I'm doing the work right there in the median. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm heading to the house.
I hope
Funniest
you have
thing-
a car kit with reflectors so people know you're there gutting an animal. You don't get hit by a car.
This animal just trashed the entire front end of my truck, and the entire front end of my truck, grills mashed in. I'm eating. You know what I mean?
One night I was with my brother-in-law and we were driving somewhere and we were coming back to the house, and he had like this big diesel truck, and there's this deer that's going across, and he had a crappy hunting season, and he was like, come on, just go out in front of the truck. And so he gunned it, and then the deer got away, and so he got out, but it just stood there. So then he was like, oh, screw this, and he pulled out his knife and he got out of the truck to go get it, and it went a little farther, so he got back in the truck, tried to hit it again, and I was like, dude, you are so messed up. He was so angry he hadn't gotten a deer that year.
My uncle was riding down the road, and it was him and one of his sons, or maybe both of his sons. But I remember I was at the house when they got home, and they pull up in the truck, and it's like 3 p.m, and it's not deer season. Okay, they pull up in the truck, and they're like, "Hey, come help!" I run out to the truck, and there's a 6-point buck in the back of the truck that had been hit by a deer. And they hurry up and got in the garage, go ahead and did the work. And I'm like, dude, it's not even hunting season. He goes, I didn't shoot it. He goes, somebody hit it. I'm like, what do you mean somebody hit it? He was like, there was people in front of us, and when they pulled up to a wreck, the cops had just got there, and a guy had hit a deer and swerved off into the median, and the deer is laying there dead on the side of the road by my uncle and his sons, and the cops are up there talking to the person that hit it. So while they're talking, they loaded the deer up in the truck and did a U-turn and came on home, put the deer and brought it on home.
Nice. Hey, guess you missed Susanna's beans.
Or what?
We have pictures of the dogs.
Susanna, come back.
Come back, Susanna. Put them up there.
Girl, yes.
Oh. Nice.
Kidney beans. I see them rolling.
Uh-huh.
Green beans.
Mm-hmm. Those look great. Wait, how many quart jars are there?
3, 6, 9.
9.
Yeah. You can fit 9 quart jars in your canner?
Those are pints.
Oh, are they pints?
I think they're pints. I don't know. Maybe she'll
Very
answer.
nice. Oh, I think she doesn't know she's muted.
Oh.
Oh, they're sorry. Yeah, they're pints. Yeah, because we don't. The way that we eat, we don't always eat, at the same time, and it's just like usually 1 or 2 of us that's eating something.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so just one of those is good for 2 of us.
There you go. It looks good. It's like a rainbow of canned goods.
Right?
So that was pinto beans and green beans and roast beef.
Very nice. I need to do more beans. I keep saving my jars for the meat.
Me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Me too.
Especially
Well-
since it's getting harder to find jars. I've been saving it for the meat. And
That's exactly why I'm doing it too.
Well, my husband panicked a little when he realized what beef actually costs because I do the shopping and he's doing the carnivore thing,
Yeah.
and he really likes beef. And so I showed him how much beef costs, and he freaked out.
Yeah.
So he went, bought a steer, bought another cow and a calf with, she's probably pregnant, and then we ordered a farmer. He had butcher dates lined up, so we've got a cow coming. I think hanging weight was like 539 or something like that. So we'll get, I think it's 60% or 40% of that will be your dressed out weight. So I'm going to be canning a lot of beef here soon because I do not trust my freezers after I lost so much meat in one freezer.
Oh, I talked to Jess earlier. That's why she joined us. She had her freezer go out, lost all of her meat.
Really? That's why?
Yeah, didn't even know that it conked out until she opened it up and everything was thawed out and warm. So yeah, lost her freezer, lost all of her meat, hundreds of dollars. What she said. That's one of the
Oh,
reasons
that
why I'm
sucks.
so big on canning. I've had that happen to me before, and I'm like, never again. I have a
Yep.
freezer, but my freezer is just like a temporary layover. That door, my freezer door gets opened every day, at least once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a temporary zone.
yeah. What goes in there? The only reason it goes in there is because it's fixing to get ate. Most of what's in there is like ice cream. Obviously my rice and my beans. I have a big space in there for doing the rice and beans and stuff. But it's mostly like maybe a couple of TV dinners, ice cream, frozen vegetables, stuff like that. But as far as the meat goes,
Yeah.
I don't very much meat in the freezer. I get it. I'm either cooking it, eating it right then, or I'm cooking and canning within the next couple, 2-3 days.
See,
Because
and
it's just
I have meat in my freezer, like stuff that's not easy to can, like pork chops, for example.
right.
That kind of stuff. Like I've got 2 pigs we're going to be butchering this fall, winter-ish. I don't want to take them to a butcher. I think that, it ends up being too much. So I want to just butcher them myself. But they're kind of big. So it's a holding place.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that, I started checking my freezers kind of frequently because I have 2 regular freezers, like a deep chest freezers, and then I've got 2 freezers that go with refrigerators, like 2 refrigerator combos.
Right. That's one of the reasons why I'm a big fan of the chest freezers, the reach-in freezers, not the stand-up freezers, because heat rises. So you can, and like in the bottom of my chest freezer, and I actually take pictures of it and post it because I'm fixing to clean it out. But when I first got it, I filled up 1 gallon Ziploc bags full of water, and I put a layer of Ziploc bags on the bottom of my freezer about that thick.
Really?
Yes. So the bottom of my freezer is solid ice in Ziploc bags, and then I put stuff on it because if I ever lose power, I got a whole lot of ice sitting on the bottom. Heat rises, so the coldest stuff's going to stay at the bottom. So it's sitting on ice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The heat rises. That's why, like, when you raise the lid on a chest freezer, you don't get smacked in the face with cold air. But if you open the door to your freezer on your refrigerator, you're taking like the whole. You feel all this cold air. It's like what? Well, it's because heat rises if you open it.
Just out.
Yeah, top to bottom. So the chest freezer, with it being good and froze, it'll stay froze for a while.
I used to like if it's not full all the way, I get jugs of vinegar, white vinegar, because I use vinegar for a whole lot of stuff and it's cheap. So what I'll do is I'll wash them out real good, and I'll use them as it serves 2 purposes. It's water storage, and it's also keeping your food cold, because if your freezer is full, it stays cold longer. It doesn't even matter if it's frozen water or meat or, I mean,
Yeah.
some things will
You want
thaw
it full.
faster than others. But yeah, I'll put those in, and that helps reduce my energy cost too.
Like if you open the lid of a chest freezer, you're not losing anywhere near as much energy as you lose when you open the door on your refrigerator if you have a stand-up fridge and you have a freezer door on it. Because you're opening up the whole front face, top to bottom, versus just opening the lid. And when you open the lid on a chest freezer, you're actually doing it a favor because that's just hot air that's coming out. Or it's the hotter air. You know what I mean?
Or air.
Hotter,
Well, yeah. The only problem with chest freezers though is they're a pain in the butt to organize and get to stuff.
Yeah, that's why I go in mine like weekly, like at least once a week. I go in and move stuff around, and I'm pulling. There's like a rotation to it, you know.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
I try to anyway. Sometimes I mess up. It's like I found a whole rack of baby back ribs in there that was a year and a half old, and it was shoved off to the side below one of the scales, and I didn't see it. I was like, darn it.
Were they still good?
Nah, they're a year and a half. I didn't even try it. I just went ahead and chunked them.
Really? I totally would have tried it.
I was thinking about it, but I was like,
If it's older than 2 years, then I sniff it first.
Yeah, I mean, they were like, they're one of the reasons why I didn't see them is because I couldn't see them. They were completely covered in ice. Like they were like legit freezer burnt from hail. They were up against the wall, and they were just, I thought it was just a block of ice for real, and it was like a pack of baby back ribs. They were like, yeah.
Oh, that sucks because those are so good too.
Yeah.
Cat says hi.
Hello, kitty kitty. Man, what is that? A calico? Is that what that's called? Calico?
Tortie, like a tortoise. Yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah.
And like really friendly.
Yeah.
Her sister look just like her.
Two tortoiseshell calicos before. I love them. Oh,
they have great personalities, I've noticed.
They do. Oh, they're so sweet.
That's a good idea, Roots. Militant Roots.
Yeah.
Into chest freezer and milk. Yeah, see, I do that something similar. I don't use milk crates, but I use like odd shaped boxes sometimes that I get from like either like if I go to Sam's Club or like Amazon type stuff that comes. I will label them, make a little map, and then say when I got a whole bunch of pork chops from the butcher from our last pigs, I just put them all in like a tall skinny box, and then that way I could separate everything out because it gets you lose stuff in those chest freezers.
Yeah.
I still have a whole bunch of bacon that like he cured for us. I will never use this butcher again. He cured the bacon, but it wasn't smoked. So I was like, this is not bacon if it's not smoked. So I'm gonna hopefully get a smoker for Christmas. That's what I'm gonna ask for. Maybe Christmas, birthday combined, something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I don't know. I think I'm the slowest canner. Sophie said I'm seriously the slowest canner. I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty slow.
How much longer do you have?
It'll be ready about 10 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock my time. So
You're central?
Yes.
You're just gonna be done before mine, and I did pints.
So about 17 minutes.
Mine will be done in, let's see, 16 plus 12 minutes.
Okay. Same. We're both close.
Yeah. Oh, hers are done.
Or mine.
You're muted.
Mine just takes. I'm gonna have to get a different camera. Uh-oh, what do we got?
Roots is pulling the cherries out.
Nice. The coolest cannon.
Sherry's Jubilee.
Jinx.
Right?
Oh, nice.
Night, Avalanche.
Did you say good night, Avalanche?
Yeah.
Oh, night.
Night Avalanche. Okay. So
Ooh, look at there.
got my
Beautiful.
7 pints of cherries boiling away. I could hear some of them popping before I even opened it. So pretty sure
right.
all of them are pinged, but
Very nice.
boom.
Now, okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
What did you put in with them, if anything?
I did a simple syrup of equal parts sugar and water. So it was about 3.5 cups sugar, 3.5 cups water. And I actually put, I still had some simple syrup left over from when I did the apples, which had a little bit of sugar, brown sugar, cinnamon. And I threw that in there just because it was sitting in the fridge, you know?
Yeah.
So I did it what's considered a medium syrup as opposed to a light or heavy. I pitted them first, which took hours and hours and hours. Ghost got a picture when I picked them. It was a ton of cherries, you know?
Yeah. So
but
are you
yeah.
gonna make like pie filling, that kind of thing from them? Or just pop it open and eat them? Or on top of vanilla ice cream, which would be really yummy?
Oh, all the above. All of the above. Yeah, I used to can with my grandmother. So sometimes we'd pop them open and it was cherries and we would just eat them. Or sometimes it was, I can make turnovers. I would have to cook this down a little more because it's a medium syrup. So, you know,
right.
But, or it might need a little bit of gelling action, but all the above. Yeah, 100%.
Yummy.
I even mixed some of my cherries from last year with some apples I had done and made like a cobbler with half and half, cherry and apple. Why not? I mean, it wasn't yucky, you know?
Like a compote. Is that how you say it? Compote?
Compote.
Compote. Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Compost.
Yep.
My mother-in-law used to make that to put on top of Christmas morning breakfast. Yum.
You know, the leftover syrup from the apples or the cherries, if you have a little spice in it, you can put a little rum in there, just heat it back up and basically have a milled wine or put in wine because it's like the warm spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, sugar. You're basically, you know, add butter, you have a hot buttered rum.
Yum.
Right.
So Sophia emailed me or sent a comment to me. She's got it's an electric pressure canner, and I was like, yes, please show us how that works. So she's going to come up here and show us the electric canner and how that whole thing works, which will be cool.
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool to see.
Thanks, everybody. I just saw the chat. I was walking around. Debbie 101, Sophia, Rosanna, Hoot, Bug Dude, if I missed anyone. Thanks, guys. It's pretty cool. It takes a long time to get fruit out of fruit trees, but if any of you are blessed with fruit trees, do what you can with them, man. I mean, it's food on the floor if you don't.
I'm going to hit you up for mulberry recipes then next spring. Because we've got like 2 huge mulberry trees.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, except it's so hard to harvest.
Right.
Because if you pull them off, they're not ripe enough. If they drop, then, you know, they're all over the ground.
Right, exactly.
Thinking about using
berries are a pain in the butt in general. They're thorny, they're small, they break easily. They're, you know.
Nah.
Stain your fingers.
I mean, well, like mulberry trees are like, this one is probably every bit of 30, maybe even 40 feet tall. Like, it's huge.
Yeah, they do.
But you can only pick the lower branches. So, like, I take a stick and whack it and have something underneath that will catch all the ripe ones that fall.
But if you have a tarp, if there's any kind of rain or dew or birds that crap on the tarp and then it runs all over, yeah, it's not terribly pretty. I got to find a better way to harvest.
Right.
Oh, Teresa finally made it.
Hey,
Teresa.
Hello, Teresa. Tiger, what's going on? Welcome, welcome.
Tiger. Hey, girl. I just pulled out my cherries. It would have been funnier if I did that for the first canning ever, popping my cherry with cherries, but
that would have been hilarious.
Retrospect is 2020.
Right. Retrospect. See, that's a good idea too. I should put these to use.
I should put that in the disclaimer. Roots is working. I should put that in the disclaimer. Milkmaid's working without a net.
For sure.
You're right, baby. Hoot owl holler, that was free food right in the lawn. You're totally right.
Oh, you want to hear a funny story about free food?
Sure.
Well, funny, cool, weird, whatever. But this guy I'm farm sitting for this weekend, we have like this deal where we farm sit for each other. But he has a friend who has property next to this orchard. And the guy who owned the orchard thought the lady didn't know where her property line was and planted a whole bunch of apple trees on her property.
Oh, wow.
And assumed that she wouldn't notice so they could harvest them. And this was years ago. So these are mature apple trees at this point. And so she found out and she told him, this is actually my property line. And he kind of backed off and didn't do anything. So she has all these apple trees. So the guy who owns the farm went over and he got, feed sacks, how big they are, like a 50-pound feed sack.
Yeah.
He had 4 of them in his garage full of apples, like prime apples. So when I was farm sitting, he was like, hey, grab some milk because my cow's not in milk. And he was like, and take as many apples as you want. So I got a bunch of apples to do.
Ooh, girl, yes.
Oh, yeah, the freezer.
Yeah, Tiger, you talking about the freezer? Yeah.
I'm going to make some apple butter.
I have yet to try to make that, but I really want to. I'm not sure how.
You know how I do it? I put it in the crock pot with some seasonings, and I just let it cook to death.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll have to let me know ratio of apple to butter, and I can do that.
I use some butter. I don't know if I used a whole lot of butter. I just let it cook down and cook down and cook down until it becomes like a dark sauce.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't even add sugar. Like, it is that sweet by the end.
Right.
Good night, V. Hopefully we see you up here with us soon. Hopefully maybe next Saturday.
Might be.
Be awesome if he joined us for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I get really excited when new people come.
Yeah, I do too. For sure. Bug dude, I have butter coming out of my ears, so to speak. There's butter everywhere.
What did he say?
He said, Roots, just use all butter. All the butter. Oh, we got a lid coming off.
Oh, there we go. You didn't make yourself big, Ghost.
That's what she said.
Well, I'll bring one over.
There we go. There we go. Oh, he's gonna pull a Virginia Roots thing and show us the last jar.
Right.
The
Like
anticipation, telling you.
signature moves.
How many has he pulled out? 7, 8?
What?
Like a
Dang.
clown, like a clown car.
Quite a few.
Mhm.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
Oh yeah.
I should have gotten my signature pizza.
Hey, Dusty.
Dusty's in here?
What's going on, Dusty?
Hold on. Puppy.
Tiger, for these cherries, what I did is a simple syrup of equal parts water, sugar. So I did like a medium syrup. It was about 3.5 cups sugar, about 3.5 water. I threw in the rest of my simple syrup from the apples because it was there and it was already seasoned a little bit. And then I cooked them for a little while. I didn't boil the crap out of them, but I cooked it down a little while, just work off some of the liquid, and ended up with 7 pints of pitted cherries in that syrup. And then I still have more in the freezer to figure out, but at least the freezer's got space now. That feels good.
Good night, Kamayana.
Good night, Kama Aina.
Good night.
Kamaina.
Aloha ke akua.
Is that how you say it?
Ke akua, yep.
Ke Akua? What does the Ke Akua mean?
I have no idea. I think it means have a good night. It's been a long time since I've lived there. Mahalo is thank you. So I think it means have a good night. She'll have to let us know.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Did you see the jars? You see the jars that I pulled out of the canner too?
He's always prancing that butt around the kitchen.
Show it again, Ghost.
Susanna's like, my jiggler's still going.
Oh, you're grounded.
All right, fine.
See, what are you
it doesn't
doing?
mean God bless you. Yeah.
I know. I'm looking at this, wondering what she has.
Constitutional Carpenter, what's going on?
Hey, Constitutional.
Hi, Constitutional.
I could say used to make some cherry pie filling.
Yep. And I can still convert what I canned into that. I'll have to add some more items, but so this kind of gives me a little bit of a blank slate, but chances are it'll end up as a pie filling. I'll just
See,
get it more gelled.
Such a cherry pie snob. It has to have like the right amount of tartness and the right amount of sweetness.
Right. I understand that. I think you and I both are not into sweet stuff.
Yeah.
Vicky, are you picking your nose? What do you got going on over there?
I was just waiting, reading. We're talking about cherry pies, and I'm like, I love some cherry pies or cherry turnovers. Oh God.
That's a good song too.
Yeah.
She's my
Right.
Yes, Yankee, some cornstarch. Yep.
What, to thicken it?
Yep.
Do you ever use arrowroot?
I have not yet. I'm aware of its uses, but I have not tried it yet.
See, I tried using it. It actually works fairly well. I actually use it in my like creams and stuff I make.
Mm-hmm.
Bag bomb.
It is so weird, man. There's like literally nothing going on YouTube tonight. There's us, All right, North Shore's live, but he's only got 100 people in there. Shrimp
Yeah.
Zoo's hot. Shrimp Zoo's got 50. Prepper
Maybe
Steady's
people
still
are
hot,
calling.
14. There's like nothing going on YouTube tonight. Weird. Everybody's on a date.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Well, I just found out Mister's coming back tonight. He's driving 3 hours home. I don't know why he's not just spending the night at his parents' house, but you know, because he left at like 5:30 this morning.
Oh, wow, that's a long drive.
Yeah, he left at 5:30, traveled 3 hours, but then you know, family can be stressful at times.
He's like, no, baby, I'm coming home, period. I don't care if I got to walk.
Right. What is that saying? Like, families like fish. After 3 days, they start to stink.
I've never heard that before, but it kind of makes sense.
Right.
Uh-oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Who is this? I don't know. I'm just clicking the button. Sophia!
Sophia!
I am here.
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay.
Sophia.
Hello, you guys. Okay,
Hello.
so I don't know how to turn the camera around. I'm on
Is it
my
your
phone.
Oh, if you touch the picture, like touch your camera feed and see if it opens up at the top with a picture of a camera that will allow you to turn it around.
Oh, cam mic settings. Okay, camera. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's go that one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this is my digital electric pressure canner. So my jars are in here, and this says fill jars. They've warmed, they've sterilized.
Okay.
So now, I'm just waiting for all the butternut squash. It's got a like flash boil, I guess, 2 minutes. And so then, hold on.
Just like it's that yellow one that I have. I should have
So
two, right?
then I will be able to open this and dump out the water in my jars and fill them.
Oh.
So.
Really?
And then, okay, wait, hold on. So.
Hot chocolate.
So when you first turn this on, it asks you whether you want to pressure can or boiling water can. And obviously I'm pressure canning. And then it asks you how long, obviously you want to set for. So for the butternut squash, it said, I have 3 different books and they all say 90 minutes for quarts. So this little knob, you just set it to 90 and then you press this and it tells you to put your jars in half filled with water. And then it warms them and sterilizes them. And then, yeah, once I take this out and dump the water, fill them, cap them, put them back in, I just attach, obviously close this down, and I press the play button, and it does everything. It does everything from the whole sequence of pressure canning to the cool down to everything.
That's pretty cool.
That's nifty.
What does something like that cost?
We paid how much?
I like that we harvested.
$250. It was $250.
$250. Okay.
Because you guys using those pressure canners, like it terrifies me. Like it does.
But wait a minute, I got to get in the middle. How do I put me in the middle again?
Oh, here he goes.
Middle.
They're almost boiling.
There we go. Now it's the party.
Apparently he likes the bottom.
Evidently.
Booty duty.
Yeah. Oh, Ghost,
Oh,
my husband is saying booty duty.
I heard him.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Sophia.
Yeah, last night was a blur. Last night was out of control.
I told you I was going to be on tonight, makeup all smeared. Oh, stayed up way too late, you guys. I got 3 kids. They were up early. Yeah. Yeah.
That's always fun.
Oh, it's
No.
tons of fun.
This is you, Sophia. Can you please check and see if it's 110 volt or if it's a dual voltage 110 240 volt?
Babe,
Yes.
what is this? Is this 110 or 240?
Yes, it'll plug.
It's 110.
Yeah, it's three-pronged.
3-prong.
But can you get a converter? 240 or 220? Because when we were in Germany, we had like those little converter thingies, but I gotta say they don't always work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Hold on. He's going to get the little handbook thingy.
If they market them worldwide, Auslander, then they probably have them corded for 110 or 220, depending on where you're at.
I'm going to assume it's 110.
Sophia.
Yes.
How many quarts or pints does it hold? Do you know?
Hold on. I know that it holds to pressure can. Sorry, It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark for a second. I gotta go in my.
You're fine.
Okay, so it holds for pressure canning. It holds 10 half pints, 8 pints, 5 quarts. Boiling water canning, it holds 10 half pints, 8 pints, and quarts are not recommended for boiling water.
Okay. That's kind of
About
cool.
the same
I'm not
size
gonna
as
lie.
mine.
Hey, I wonder if that's the same pressure canner that Zane uses.
She uses, I think, the Nesco.
Okay. Because she said that's what she does. Is she has an electric one.
Yeah.
What does canned squash taste like? The butternut squash.
Have you ever had butternut squash in any form?
Just with just baked with the sugar and brown sugar and butter.
So essentially, like, okay, these are all from my garden. So I mean, they're buttery. They smell and they have like a much milder taste than pumpkin. You can use butternut squash, measure for measure, in any pumpkin recipe.
Right.
Okay.
So like I've roasted some of mine and then I've pureed it and I've got it vacuum sealed and frozen in our freezer. And I've still, oh my goodness. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have 9 butternut squash sitting in my kitchen.
Wow.
I love how long those keep too.
Oh, they do. And they're beautiful. I mean, and that's just one butternut squash plant in my garden. That was it. I only had one. One butternut squash. Yeah. And
You're
there's
a
seriously.
super producer.
What, sweetheart?
The volts and how many watts?
Okay, so this is 120 volt and the wattage is 1,485.
Okay.
No, do not touch the buttons on there unless you want to see your mom lose it. Please do not.
I got 5 on it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and then before I started this, here's the fire cider.
Ooh, yes.
There it is.
Girl.
So there's that one, and then that. So yeah.
So do you burp them in those bottles? Because like
Nope.
I always made them in Mason.
I made them in regular half pint. No, pint. Oh, I hear it. I made them in pint jars and I kept them in my pantry with just the regular canning lids and everything. I just shook them every day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got those bottles to bottle them, but I should have gotten smaller ones. I just couldn't find smaller ones. Like those were the smallest ones they had.
Yeah.
Is it a
And
10
I already
quart or 12 quart?
say that again. Go.
Gary wants to know, is it a 10 quart or a 12 quart?
12.
Mine is a 12 quart. It is if she's looking it up, it's the Presto Precise Digital Electric Pressure Canner, and it's model number 02144.
Ooh, precise information. Thank you.
Definitely. Taking notes.
Thank you, Sophia.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. That is really cool. I have not
Yeah, it
seen
is.
one of those before.
I was nervous, and like my mom, my mother was giving me flack because my mom is like old school, like my mom only does water bath, and like we're talking just a pot on the stove, like.
Mhm.
And as soon as I told her that my husband got me that for our wedding anniversary, she was like,
Oh.
that's not how you do it. I mean, yeah, I heard it from my mama.
Do it however you can do it. I mean, I love the old school ways, but I'm never gonna knock some easy ways of doing things. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, like my thing is like I've got 3 kids. Everything is chaos in my house the majority of the time. I think everyone with kids understands that. So like the fact that I can set this up, it does everything, and literally all I'm doing is pressing buttons and putting the regulator on when needed. And it's no fuss.
All you need to calm that stuff down is some shock collars. It worked for me. I had a remote with shock collars. It works.
Ball gags,
Remote control tase action.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic.
Duct tape, you know.
You know what? My dad used
Seriously.
to duct tape our mouths shut. And a couple of years ago, if anyone saw pictures like I've got with me and my brothers with our mouths duct taped shut, which I would just lick off, it would have been like child abuse. But now look at what's going on nowadays. It doesn't
Gorilla
matter
tape.
for your kid's mouth.
Yeah.
As my husband pulls out the Gorilla Tape, yeah.
Hey, that's my favorite. Gorilla tape is the shit. Duct tape ain't got nothing on Gorilla tape.
Right?
And
Yep, I can hear it. Oh, it looks so pretty. Okay, I think this is ready. Okay, guys, I'm going to shut off my video for just a second while I get these jars out and dump the water.
You want me to hold? Well,
Yes, have him hold it.
Okay.
hell yeah, we want to watch it burn herself.
gotta turn it.
Yes.
Like last night with the sparkler?
Oh, yeah. We get a chance to watch somebody get a water scalding burn. Hell yeah, we want to see this.
For sure.
It's almost as good as this is almost as good as domestic violence. We're not passing that up.
It's very beautiful.
Can you guess what it is?
So cool.
Okay. Hold on, Lovey, right now. Lovey, right now. You can let Mom
Yeah.
do this.
Can you guess what this is? This is a bunny and this is all the corona.
Okay.
Hit the button.
Okay, baby, don't.
Wait,
Sorry, honey.
All right, so this is the sterilization process. Now she's just gonna dump the jars and then like immediately fill them and put them back in, I guess. Kind of cool.
This is cool. I haven't seen this before.
Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarts. Wow. How long did you do that process?
The jar warming and sterilization take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Like it says that you can use your warm tap water to do it, but like we have really terrible hard tap water here. And so we use our big bottled jug water.
Right.
But if you were able to use your warm tap water, it would literally only take like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Roger.
All right. Okay, I'm going to drain some of the fluid on this.
Cool. So this is the butternut squash.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Don't mind the mess, you guys. I'm sorry.
It's called a normal kitchen.
Exactly.
Okay.
You should see mine. But you can't see.
Like I say, I'm like the slowest camera, so yeah.
You're doing a fine job.
I believe I have to leave 1 inch of head space. I double check.
Come on. This is cool.
Hold on.
Shot with a can.
That cool stuff. They pick the jar.
Yeah. Musical jar.
See, I the camera.
Good, guys. Better issue.
Oh, there's something stupid like stupid.
Next.
That one's gonna be the fun one.
They don't call me Fire Marshal Bill for nothing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
It's waiting.
yep, it's waiting and it's keeping the water warm.
Okay. Hold on, 'cause I gotta-
So you'll hear it kick on and off, and it says fill jar.
Yep. I need to look.
Like, walks you through the entire process.
Yes. So it's kind of like it's kind of like pressure canning for dummies. I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what though, like the moisture that comes out of butternut squash when you are peeling, slicing, de-seeding is ridiculous. Like my hands are like,
There's film
oh,
with
I don't know how to get it off.
a scrubby. Honestly, I found that gets that film,
Okay.
and maybe vinegar.
Yeah, because I tried like cleaner. I know I probably shouldn't have, but yeah, that didn't work. So I will try vinegar.
Yeah, I would agree with vinegar or like rub lemon on your hand.
Okay.
Just go outside.
Some kind of acid.
What you do is you just go outside and you stand up against the brick wall, right? And then you hold your arms out with your palms open and get your old man to fire up the pressure washer.
I'll be coming in looking like a wet rat.
Problem solved, man. That pressure washer do it. Butternut squash 101. Butternut squash.
Yeah, that with all the squash species.
Butternut squash.
If you work with them long enough, you end up with like.
Yeah. That's what I was trying not to do. Hello.
Not gonna lie, sometimes.
I wish I had like 4 hands. I could really handle things.
Right.
Mine's a little occupied holding the phone. So
Well, I'm currently drifting. Yes, son. I know. You're playing video games. You're being quiet, so I thank you for that.
They call me DK for a reason.
Where'd you get that canner at, Sophia?
Say that again?
Where'd you get the canner at?
My canner?
Yeah, where'd you get it?
oh, where'd you get it?
I got it off of Amazon because Presto did not have it. Walmart had it, and I think even Home Depot online carries it.
Okay.
Hold on, because like, yeah.
Yes, girl, pack it in.
Yes. Oh, that might be too packed. Come on, shake down.
Man, this is really fun to watch. I never get to see it because I'm always doing my own. I don't really see the rest of you do your stuff. This is amazing. What a good show.
I was thinking the same thing. You're fascinated.
Right? My mouth is open and I'm smiling at the same time.
Come on. You guys are probably way faster than I am, though, but I'm getting there. Like I say, I love doing this. Like, this is so, like, therapeutic. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird.
You ain't weird. Well, if you're weird, you're in good company.
It's definitely therapeutic. What do they say? Slow is smooth. Smooth is
Yeah.
Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we're gonna see. Hold on. I need to double check headspace. See, I didn't even do that. Hold on, Chris. 1 inch. Okay, we're good. We're good.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I look at it's like a chunk of I like the fluid level.
So then it says to pour boiling water over it, you guys.
Yep. Now you've canned with this can.
Yes, I have canned chicken bone broth, peach bourbon jam, plum jam, and I did 10 pounds of potatoes the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bourbon jam.
That sounds delicious. Bourbon jam.
Peach bourbon. Yes.
Man, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Jeremy said we need some of that for our ribs.
Right?
If my husband would keep giving it away to his coworkers.
It was one jar.
It one jar.
It was one jar. He was hounding me.
Sounds good.
Why did you open your mouth and even say anything, Chris?
Because.
Okay, hold on. Headspace fix. Okay. All right, bubble time.
Yeah, I don't.
Nope. There it is. I see bubbles.
Oh.
I had to do the same with the potatoes, but you weren't home when I did the potatoes.
What I do is I dab.
I just grab the rim of the jars and give it a quick twist, like back and forth.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then. Hold on.
That's what I usually do. I just spin them back and forth fast.
Biggest question: vinegar wipe around the rim or just wipe it off?
I just use vinegar.
Vinegar.
I mean, I've seen people use just regular water. I've seen people use, if there's no grease involved, I've seen people use regular water or just a dry rag. But if it's got grease or anything like that, any kind of syrupy or sticky stuff, yeah, I'd use vinegar.
There's probably a little starch with the wash.
Yeah, right. Yes. Some of that sticky, and I always do vinegar. It's cheap and it's not going to hurt it. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Anybody else stockpile? I mean, I've made it.
Stockpile what?
Some of this though. Okay, next question. Is it okay if food is sticking up out of the fluid?
It's supposed to be below it, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, once it processes, those things are probably going to sink down anyway.
Yep.
No, I will. That's what goes with things, is when I put the lid on, then just give it a little swirly shake back and forth. Okay. Hot fingers, hot fingers.
Oh, Monique just priced your canner on Amazon, and it's going for $545 right now.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
Feels so good to be back.
When I bought mine, there were 3 left.
Hello, inflation.
Yeah.
Okay, so here they are, y'all. Oh, there's a big air bubble.
Bye, Monique.
Bye, Monique. She's gonna go. Well, there's places like and other better deal maybe than Amazon.
Like I say, Walmart, Home Depot,
Or the Presto.
or the actual Presto website.
Oh, I hope Monique heard portion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels so good to be back. Oh, I miss this beautiful again.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
It sucks they couldn't have made it like an half an inch wider so you can get 6 jars in there.
Yep. That's exactly my size, except I can get one in the middle. With
You are
corks,
so
you get
lucky.
5 around
I
and
wish.
one in the middle. That's okay, though.
Alright.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
So
Right.
here we go.
Your cameraman's doing a bang-up job, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's locked, and then this guy gets pushed down. Now, I don't think I put the regulator on yet.
So do you have to wait until it says to put the regulator?
Yeah, I lost you.
Okay, regulator's not on yet.
She was asking.
What?
I think she was breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Hold on.
you wait until it says to put the regulator.
Hutch. What's up?
Hold on. Say it one more time. You broke up again. I'm so sorry.
I have crappy internet. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Does it say like this? Put regulator on now, like beep at you or something?
Yes. So, okay, right now it's bringing that pressure canning water back up to heat. So that's what it's doing. It's heat. Once the proper temperature is reached, the canner will proceed to vent. After the vent system, then it'll start beeping and it will say put regulator on. So, and then you have to put that little guy on right back here. And you turn it to can, and then you press, I believe you press play, and that's it. Literally, it will go all through the canning process. And then it'll cool down all by itself, and then it'll beep when it's all done, and you can remove your jars.
Nice. And hey, Hutch.
So yeah, there it is, guys.
Nice.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
We're
honey.
looking for the beats now.
Yeah.
Y'all a great team.
That was amazing. Honestly, I love
Can
that.
you turn on the big porch light? Oh my goodness, I'm sweating to death.
Right?
Uh-oh.
It's so hot in the kitchen.
Hutch and backwards are in here. Oh,
Trouble, double trouble.
Yeah,
I know,
double
right?
trouble.
Get out of that garden. Put him in, my love. Naughty boy.
Mash the button. Who's
Thank you,
left?
sweetheart.
Vicky.
You're welcome.
Vicky. Have you already pulled your stuff out?
I'm waiting. I was waiting. I was putting the little one to, well, not really asleep. Not the little one. This is my big one.
The
The
big
little
one.
one's on. He's asleep. Not mine. Brian.
He was after the possum.
Yeah. He's
He
waving
is
at the
such a
TV.
cutie.
He sees himself on the TV over there. And he's like,
You're
so
famous. Well, he's a YouTuber, right?
well,
Yeah. Thought so.
He's like, yeah, oh yeah. I'm all over it.
Videos on YouTube.
videos. He's going to play videos on YouTube. Pop, pop. They're popping in the canner. We just
Oh, are
haven't. All right, here we go. Okay. Mwah.
You need to make sure Grandma puts your channel link up here so we can all subscribe to you.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
He doesn't. Just thinks he does. Nope.
What happened? Where did it go? There we are.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
That's vertical.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Nice, girl.
Did that one just ping?
No, that was me. I think most of them actually already. I was listening to them while I was watching. All of them have actually healed. All of them. I did 6 of the sausage and 2 chicken. Just because I've not done chicken yet. Raw packed chicken. 5. Can y'all
Can
see
you
that?
remind us? Can you remind us what you put in the sausage again?
It was, I had some brisket trimmings, so some beef trimmings and some rabbit that I ground up together. And then I can't remember all the stuff, like paprika and of course salt, pepper, paprika. Oh, look at the chicken. This is the first time I've done chicken, y'all. I'm super excited about that.
Oh, I want to do chicken.
I'm
Oh,
very-
look at that.
That was raw packed chicken thigh pieces. Yeah.
Look at it all
Anyway,
bubbly and happy.
It's easy.
Fennel seeds and red pepper flakes, and I don't know. I looked it up to see what these spices were for Italian sausage. So just threw a whole bunch of that in there and tasted okay before I canned it up. So we'll see.
There you go. I think it's cool you mixed rabbit in with beef.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we go to the cook-offs, when we cook our brisket, we super trim it. Oh, that's the last one. You hear that?
Uh-huh.
Yes, girl.
So we super trim them for. Oh, stop you. Oh my goodness, he's messing with it. That's not good. Anyway, we super trim them because for competition cooking, you know, like for at home cooking, you want the point's the best part, right? But for competition, you super trim everything down because you have to cook it in a certain way and it has to fit in the box for presentation and stuff. So I end up with all these, like this one and the stuff I made the chili with was a prime trimmings from a prime brisket and trimmings from a Wagyu brisket.
Ooh, yes.
That we just keep and vacuum seal at the cook-off and bring home and throw in the freezer. And
That sounds good.
And so that's what I cut up or chopped up and ran through the grinder with the rabbit meat because it has a lot of fat on it and the rabbit doesn't. So anyway, hopefully it turns out good. So
You're gonna have to let us know.
Yeah.
A legit because I have cows and then I'm getting rabbits again. Bye, Auslander.
Bye,
I
Auslander.
don't know how that turns out.
Oh yeah, I know. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm not reading the chat. Hi.
That's a really good way to add that.
Dragonfly said hi. I'm like, I'm not reading the chat. I'm talking. Sorry, I'm horrible at like keeping up with. Yeah, I'll let you know. And just, I really like that Zuppa Toscana soup in this fall and winter. So I thought, why not?
Good night, Tamara.
I wish I knew, Sherry.
What?
A natural remedy for neuropathy.
Something Great Country said was when you're looking for remedies and you're trying to find things that will help that, you know, the way that you search on like Google or DuckDuckGo, you search, is put in your neuropathy and then put natural remedy or herbs good for medicinal plant good for but double check.
Monique, thank you very much. And Monique just ordered a 10-quart Presto Precise digital cannon from Amazon for $198. It'll be here on Monday. Hey, if it's here on Monday, that means you're good to go for next Saturday.
That's right, Monique.
I'm just saying, we'll save you a spot.
Nice.
1 quart is a
Congrats,
good
Monique.
size.
Congratulations.
You will
Monique.
get addicted. You will get addicted so quickly. You'll be looking around for anything you can.
Thank
Truly.
you, Monique. Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got another can.
I hope so. I hope she comes up. At least show us your cans. That's a really good shirt. Show us your cans.
At least show us the can.
Right. You don't have to show anything else.
Right.
Just the cans.
I'm gonna, Christopher. I'm saving this butternut squash that didn't make it in the jars for the hens in the morning.
Okay.
My gals.
Well, good. My hair still isn't 0 yet. Just so you know, you don't have to wait for me.
Right? We know it'll be tomorrow, girl. Tomorrow at noon. Well, I have to jump down. I've about run my son's laptop to 0, and I've got 14 cans I did today, and I mean it was a productive shift.
Yeah, I believe I'm gonna go ahead and call it at 3.5 hours. I'm gonna have to give me a little bit of something to eat, something to drink, rest for a little while, get ready for tomorrow.
Definitely.
But I want to thank everybody on the panel for coming up here. Nikki, Milkmaid, Susanna, Roots, Sophia. Who else was up here? Let's see. Gemma was up here for a little while. Off the Wall was up here for a little while.
Yeah.
Thank all you guys and gals for hanging out with me. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the chat, awesome. All those super chats, I appreciate it so much. Thanks for all the members hanging out. Thanks for you guys supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. You know, we're rocking hard at 50 people in here. We're holding our own with the big guys that are alive right now. So, you know, it is what it is.
That's right.
Thanks everybody. And I look forward to seeing you guys next Saturday, same time. Also, for those of you that don't know it, I'm going live every night this week at 7 p.m. with a new show called Your Daily Nugget. And I'm just going to shoot from the hip and just pick something to talk about and just go from there and see what happens. So
I'll be there for support.
Go. If you're bored around 7 p.m., log on. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah,
Have a good night,
let
y'all.
us know how it goes. Like, let us know your progress as soon as possible. How that went, squash.
Oh, I will. I will at least take pictures and I don't know. I'll take pictures and get them to y'all somehow.
Rock and roll.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Good night.
Okay. You can say bye. Say bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right. Good night, you guys. Sticking a fork in it. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
Have a
night.
good one.
Nice.
Bye-bye.